I don't think of it. I have not checked the sound levels at all recently. I'm gonna have a quick look. I don't know. Do. This one.
Of a fucking shit town together.
Yeah, we
All
are.
gonna have a toast.
Never the crooked man.
It's perfect. Thanks, Kat. Yeah, that's pretty good. Sounds pretty good to me. I don't know about the rest of the world, but to me it sounds pretty good. All right. Click. Ayo. All right. Switch to this. Oh man. I'm just trying. I want to like click around on things. I'm not gonna lie. My brain keeps thinking of just random things to check. Let's go. Alright, I've been following a shit ton of stuff around ship dynamics recently, and I just love all of them. Is this? Why am I on my phone? Put your phone down, Hannah. Jeepies. Alright. Everything's fine. Just really interested. Cute things on Twitter. Alright. Alright. Let's get into this mess. Recollection. What's our what happened last? I mean, we'll see it. Actually, no, we won't, because I was in the middle of chapter 4. Middle of chapter 4. Okay, so basically, what's happened? We found out where the Crooked Man is by going to the butcher's shop, as well as the what's it called? Jersey Devil's place, basically. The Jersey Devil. We went there first. We fucked him up with the woodsman, with Dear Woody, and he, the Jersey Devil basically told us go to the butcher's shop, because he was at a pawn shop. That's right, the Lucky Pawn. They go to the other place, and we find out that Crane was being held there, but he did have the final piece of the mirror, so we managed to get the piece of the mirror back. And we got the piece of the mirror back, we shoved it in, we gave it some emotional coaxing, because apparently that's important. I don't know why. And we found out that where they are is, they're in the middle of Central Park at the moment. The Crooked Man's door is a door that moves around, and they now, using the mirror, know that it happened in accordance to looking at— I'm so goddamn tired, what the hell? I think I need more water. Yeah. yeah, so we found out by looking through the mirror that we found out where the Crooked Man's door was, which is in the middle of Central Park, and that's where we're headed. So I'm assuming this should be pretty close to the end of chapter 4, and then we'll have all of chapter 5, which will be all the conclusion-y stuff, I imagine. So yeah, we'll probably finish. We should be able to finish this tonight. I don't know how long it's gonna take. You know, if it ends too early, I might message Con and ask him to play games with me, maybe, or I'll just boot up Monster Hunter Rise and I'll play it myself anyway. Kind of behind in Monster Hunter Rise. I need to play more of it, so. Anyway, let's get into this. Shuffle my shirt on. Well, you know, sleeves down. Gothic Bridge, Central Park, 94th Street. Why do they have numbers for the street? What's happening? I say, just summarizing what happened.
That's it, all right.
Just open it. Oh, it's a portal! Yo, great game. Dun 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 dun, screenshots, screenshots. Accidentally got a screenshot of his crutch. Shh. What the fuck is going on? Oh, the door's changed.
Tim, what the hell are
Tim?
you doing here?
Good evening, Sheriff. I'm here to take you to the boss. Thanks,
Tim?
by the way, for leaving off Tiny. I have to admit, when they asked me to watch the door, I wasn't sure what to expect when you came through that portal. I know you aren't here on a social call.
You know, I kinda thought the Crooked Man would have bigger guards. Trolls, ogres. I'm almost insulted he doesn't.
Maybe he just wants to talk.
What's with your like? What's with the leg?
I'm supposed to bring you
Who's
right
Tim?
on in.
Tim.
So
Is that a
if you'll come
fable I
this
should
way-
know?
Look, this is the one thing I have to do.
Fine, lead on.
I'll act courteous for now. Nice windows you got there, mate.
Thanks for understanding. This is all I'm here to do, and I don't want to mess it up. I know I'm probably the last person you'd expect to be a guard, or an escort for that matter.
Tim, how can you be working here? You know who this guy is, don't you?
He's not as bad as you think. He
Right.
doesn't treat me like some broken little kid. I think he gets what it's like. He gave me a job, and I'm lucky to have it. This is the only option I've got.
Interesting.
Just keep that in mind, maybe? Because if you and the boss go up against each other, the rest of Fabletown is gonna get caught in the middle. And if you're here, it can't be good.
Find another
I
job?
understand the position you're in, but you don't have to do this. There are other things you could do.
So it's just that easy.
Maybe not, but you don't want to be a part of this.
A lot of us depend on him. Some of us never get to the front of the line at the business office. But he's there. We need you.
No,
but
don't make
we
this more
need him
complicated.
too.
I wanted to
What
murder
we
him.
don't need
I'm
is
disappointed
a
now.
war. Hey, Sheriff, hold up. I gotta go in with you. Can't you just wait up, Sheriff? Thanks.
What did I tell you, eh? Stop laughing at me.
Oh yeah? Mate,
Tell me who the fuck is back there.
it's the
I
wolf
don't
got
exactly
problem.
know. I just mind the door. The boss is there. I know
like
that
train
much.
before him. I'm sure he will prove himself quite
Pardon?
handy to have in my pocket. Either he's smart enough to see this is for the best,
That's Bluebeard.
or dim enough to do as he's told.
I say he'd be more.
Let's kick it. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Georgie too. Jetty's the devil. Man, everybody's here. So who's the Crooked Man? Bluebeard? Nope. Psst.
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Dun dun dun.
I'm so sorry, sir. I had no
It's all
idea
right,
he would.
Tim. I shouldn't have expected the sheriff to give you respect enough to do your job.
He did.
But
I
you
did.
Fine. You can go now.
I just really wanted to kick in the door. It was nice. It was a nice dramatic entrance. Come on.
You see, everyone in Fabletown has a role to fill. You just have to pay attention to what they need to help them find it.
He's got a good point.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Yes, we do. Oh. Alright, let's talk. Smoke. Yes, smoke, please.
All right, you got me here. Let's talk.
Is that the end of the chapter? What? That was the end of the. Oh my god! If I knew that that was the end of the chapter.
About you.
Hi, Bloody Mary. I hate you.
In the old days, how you picked off those men one by one. Oh, how they screamed.
What's going on?
Is coming.
It's just a wolf, bruh.
And they would wait. Hiding anywhere they could squeeze their pathetic, shivering corpses. Some would just drop to their knees where they stood, close their eyes, and wait for death. And you'd give it to them.
What is happening?
I wish I could have seen it.
This is the hell of a preview.
Oh well.
That's not good. Alrighty. Did you send Colin to the farm? 85% said no? Nice. Did you attempt to remove Neris's ribbon? 63%. That's interesting. So it sounds like she could end up dead there. Which crooked operation did you investigate? It's 36. Okay, so I'm actually in the minority there for that one. That's interesting. Did you send Toad to the farm? No. 73%. That's lower than I anticipated. How did you respond to the crooked man? You and 41% of players agreed to talk with him first. 41%, really? That seems kind of strange. I feel like it should be more than that. I really like these little ending scenes in the sense of that it's really nice. Like, I'm very much someone who likes the simplicity of like design to a certain extent. Like when you're doing animation, like there's certain things that you can kind of get away with doing. It's like when you watch the end of an anime, like the anime cutscenes or something, and you realize, hey, that character is literally just still. Like that's a still image while they just add like a moving background and you're like, cool. And then some text. That's what I mean in relation to this, because this is all just a still image, but just simply by adding the smoke going up in the corner and stuff like that. There you go. Just by adding like the smoke and stuff like that, like this is probably all a 3D like actual thing, but all I have to do is move the camera around, make the smoke go up, have the credits roll, and you're heckin' hunky-dory. 1 second. Right. Theft. Theft. 5 out of 78. Assault. 12 out of 80. What's the 12 out of 80 mean? Not the day it happened, surely. I really love the whole, like, hey look, there's Holly there. I like how I'm a certified. Oh, it's by King Cole. Ah, King Cole, that name does sound familiar. I'm trying to remember what it's from. Toby or not Toby? What? This makes me want to go back and read a ton of Fables, I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be really good. Alright, 5th chapter, let's go. Final chapter. This sounds like I might actually end up finishing this a lot sooner than anticipated. It depends how much indecision happens in this kind of chapter, or... Am I gonna be the murderer all along? Probably not, but still. This is kind of intimidating because it's one of those things where I feel like you get to like this part of the story and all of the decisions you've made previous really start impacting what happens, so we'll find out. Do 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 do. I'm cold.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Oh yeah. I let him live.
Not if I can avoid it.
So both Tweedledum and Tweedledee are alive, so I think that was worth not killing him. Because he owes me now. Why has he got to re-show this part?
No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Do you even give a shit about us? The Strays.
I do.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
No, Colin. We appreciate you, Colin.
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
I can have a pet pig, okay? Ooh. Yeah, that happened. It's funny how much it's recapping here. I mean, I guess it's necessary, but still, it's kind of interesting.
Oh God, Bigby!
Yep, shot with the
This
silver
time was
bullet.
no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Why silver anyway?
Bigby,
for
wait.
a werewolf.
When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff?
But now
We
he
have a
just
great
seems
deal
so
to discuss.
decent. Like, he said a sentiment that I very much I would agree with. It's like, God damn it, why are you gonna question my ethics like this? David Bogan. Ah yes, Bogans. I've already drank like half a bottle of water. I'm going great. I wonder if I could skip this cutscene. I don't think I can. It's fine. It's the final time we're gonna watch it. He should really pick up his cigarettes. Okay, it's only polite. Cry, wolf. Cry.
You've come a long way. You must be tired.
Crooked Man's Lair. Night. Not no specific time. Do you guys sleep
And
at
if
all?
my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
Thank you for the threat.
Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you?
Ah, it's difficult, mate.
Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian
I'll take
makes
a cookie.
Very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin.
Got a scotch?
Only Tennessee whiskey, unfortunately.
Damn it, come on, bros. Always gotta keep scared.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna.
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating.
Really?
So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
Hey,
Well,
thanks,
Sheriff,
Crooked Man.
For the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery? Kidnapping? Extortion? Murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff.
What?
How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me. I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed.
Who would do that? That's my question.
Who would try to pull that on you?
Oh, I don't know. Fables with a grudge. People who want a stake in my shops and services. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you.
You
and I hope
shot
you
me.
believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine.
What?
It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you.
Who did it?
To assure you that it's over with.
Bluebeard?
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information.
What? Oh, hi, Turtle.
You really
I need to be
shouldn't
fully
worry
awake in
yourself.
an hour and 30 minutes. Should I risk it and go back to sleep? Ugh, I would, but
right now.
Depends how long you have to travel for as well.
Some kind
You know, like 30 more minutes just lying in bed, soaking in the sleepy energy.
The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
I'm the law here, not you. Now tell me who did it.
You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more
That's
than a...
enough. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
No.
However, like I said, I'd be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down. Now.
Why is he so threatening?
Yeah, I killed him, so what?
That doesn't seem right.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the
Nah,
fact is...
he's the full man.
George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And then
you told me
attempt to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do.
What is happening?
This
I have
is
the
right,
most comfortable
bollocks,
couch
sis.
known to man. Oh my god.
You're just gonna let him do this?
Can I say send pics of your couch? Like, what type of
So
couch
what
is
do you
it? Is
say,
it leather?
Sheriff? Can we
Is it
discuss
squishy? Is it fluffy?
You can
Like,
have
I need
Georgie.
details.
Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you seriously throwing me under the fucking carriage after everything I've done for you?
I think I'll be taking both of you.
You're not taking me, you fucking ponce. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
surrender.
Get the fuck out of
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm running out of patience, crooked man. I don't have time to fuck around here.
This could have gone so well. But you just had to complicate things. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Uh-oh. Oh, fuck.
Did I miss anything good?
Oh, you did. What a
Well,
girl.
Look at you, all fixed up.
Ah, damn it. I need to pay attention if we're gonna do a fight sequence. Can all of y'all just stop, bros? Oh god. Grab him, push him into the other one. Oh god.
Take this!
No, please don't. Oh. Yo, a door?
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Oh no! Brother! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Das ist nicht gut. Oh no. W. I have to like shout things excessively. Hey buddy. Hey Jersey. How you doing, buddy? Oh. Was this really a good idea? Beginning of the end. Well, I think that's an underestimation.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Oh. Run, run, run. Ah, damn it. Come on, man. This is not good. Why is there a timer at the bottom? A. Oh my god. It's a time thing. Is this okay? I'm gonna get in so much shit for this. Woohoo! Right. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. No. Snow's gonna be fucking mad. Woohoo!
Fuck! What was that?
What do you think it was, mate? Just a good old friendly... Oh, I could have chosen which car to go for. Oh, no! Uh-oh. Ah, shit. Please don't roll over me. Almost at the end of the sequence. Run! Stop and min your tracks.
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Come on.
Did he really do it though? Oh, how convenient that that clothing was just happening to sit there. Oh, and it's the exact same shirt and pants I've been wearing the entire game. It's black and the cushions are very soft and pillowy. Oh my god, I'm down. Because, like, I know our couch is just not good, but, you know. I should have gone for the other car. I didn't realize that there was a choice. I thought there was just... A house of straw. Holy shit.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay. Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
Oh, it's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
How did this happen, Georgie? How did it get this?
Fuck. Well, it won't be your fault.
I felt bad. I should have gone for the Crooked Man instead. God, that is tracking a lot of blood, mate.
Shit.
Is he a normal human being?
Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Oh, Crooked Man's the one you want.
I know.
But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
I know. I want to go back, please.
This guy. You know what he did.
Can I go back?
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
Mistakes?
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered—
Of course it does. Those girls—
So it's all my fucking fault then?
You fucking—
You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look.
Why did you do
it? You just
it?
have to do what you're told.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again.
Really?
'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out. The both of you can go rot in hell.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not.
I really wanted to go for the other guy. I didn't realize there was a difference between the cars.
Go ahead and kill me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
Are you human?
But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him. Coming here, talking about options. Like it was that simple. I would have lost everything. All of it. So maybe I did have a choice. But it wasn't fucking worth it.
Aww.
What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
This is the original.
The original?
The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
How could you do this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand.
What?
Nobody was supposed to die.
Really?
When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway.
I am so confused, and I'm just mind-boggled by the ridiculousness of all of
We were going to be in
this.
charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the Crooked Man showed up, and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you. Sometimes all your options are shit.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
Okay, well, what do you want to do?
It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care.
Who's
I have
Gwen?
to forget what I've done.
I don't
to them,
remember a Gwen.
what I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian.
Whoa.
Don't.
This went a hecking direction.
Vivian.
Oh, gross.
Fuck. No, no, no.
Oh, so this was about Jane. Oh, God.
Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian. Shit.
Damn it.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh.
Cool, I have 2 dead people and no leads. Thanks. Aw. Hi. This is really messed up to say the least. What the hell? Welcome.
Get up.
Trying to keep my insides in.
Don't think so, Bigby.
Gross. Come on, guys.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the Crooked Man the same treatment when you find him.
I will.
Really fuck him up for me, alright? For both of us.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good.
Georgie will remember that in the
Old
grave.
Foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with.
That's not who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends.
Gross.
Just make it quick.
All right, Georgie.
Oh, great, that incriminates me. Shit. Oh, gross. No, and he dead. Yeah, hi, wolves. I don't know if I made the right choice. I didn't realize there was 2 choices when they, like, I was on the bridge and they jumped off and there was 2 cars and I didn't see the choice for the other car until after I chose, like, the black car to jump on, which was his car, and I would have gone for the other car because that entire time we were chasing Georgie. I didn't realize that the other car was the other dude's car. So it's like, would these 2 people would have lived? Like, would they have lived? There are dead people in there. Do I have police tape on me or something? I'm gonna get so much shit. Alright, well, more intense things happening. Can't remember. Okay, fair. How you going, wolves? How have you been? Looking at things. It's a car. Oh, whoa.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Give it a nice big hug. Do you ever, like, hug a car on, like, a cold day and you're like, man, the car's warm? Maybe that's just me. Alright, I guess we're walking in.
Of course.
Okay. Breaking doors is my quota. You figure out what the ribbon on the neck do already? Yeah. What up, Jinjo? Hi, Blue. How you going, Blue? Thank you for the raid, dude. Much appreciated. The blue dude has raid-dude. Yeah, wolves. No, okay, so in the last chapter, like, we figured out a bit of it, and then I was like, hey, I remember a story, and I actually got, like, up the fable, like, the story of, like, a girl called, like, the yellow ribbon story, where there's a woman who has a ribbon around her neck, or Jane with a yellow ribbon around her neck, and then, like, when she takes it off, her head falls off and stuff like that. So I did recount that, at least, so I knew that. Yeah. Doing pretty good. Got a bit angry at Doom Eternal. That is perfectly understandable. Especially considering you're trying to do it hard mode or something, right? I'll read these out a little later. It feels like I'm already so close to the end. I thought the final chapter would be the longest. I mean, look, if this finishes early, we just play Monster Hunter Rise. That's just the be end and end all. I have a headache. Because you slept too long, or because you... Why? Nightmare is very hard difficulty, yeah. Why do you have a headache? Take some Nurofen. Take some Nurofen now before you have to be properly awake, is my argument.
So this is where they've been sending
Or sleep, whatever you're doing. This is weird. Are we trapped in? Please don't tell me I'm trapped in. I'm not okay with this. Oh no.
Baby wolf.
What?
The big bad wolf.
Oh, fuck. Hey, buddy. Do I even have a weapon? I mean, I know I can turn into a wolf.
Something.
Yeah, I used to be a pretty bad human being. Oh. Faith and Nerissa, Holly and Snow, Faith and... It definitely seems like this was all orchestrated a lot more. Nerissa, I don't know who the person in the middle is, and... Lily? Is that Lily? I don't know what Lily actually looked like. Yeah, it definitely seems like all of this was a lot more orchestrated than I
used to fear you.
I don't care, Mary. What is...
Hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
This is really unnerving, to say the least. So what's Bloody Mary got to say in all this? Walking axes are weird in this game. Which way? Oh, huh? Alright, yep. I'm gonna die. Oh, the silver bullets, lovely. Just smashing up now.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Can you stop whispering in my ear? Oh. That scared me. Okay.
It's about time you showed up.
Hi, Mary.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
What's with you? What's with the attitude?
I see you made it here.
Yo, One Piece. Let's go. I'll watch all of it with you.
Business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Are they related?
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure we'll persuade him.
Hit her!
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned. Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Oh god! Oh. Alright. What? Why does she keep disappearing? I know she's Bloody Mary and she go into things, but like, the thing is, she should... There's still an in and out point, right? Rawr. Oh no. Been in the mirror world too long. Yeah, maybe. Uh-oh. Oh my god. What is with her? She's like a little goblin. Miss Mary is gonna get her ass handed to her this time. I hope so. Or Shadows in this case. I mean, I guess. I don't know, it just seems weird. Like, why is she so kind of quasi, quote unquote? Can I move? Okay, this is me controlling this. Everything's fine. Why would you walk on this? Oh no. I pressed that. Why is she flying through the air? That's cheating. So... did I just lose an ear or something? I pressed it! Ah! This is too quick.
Where are you?
Where is she?
Come out and face me.
Behind you. Behind you, Bigby! Ew. She is a whole thing. Spirit, is that you? She kind of like the spirit. Hey, buddy. Oh. Can you stop, like, purring? Am I supposed to wait for the... oh! Perfect timing. Please, please stop. Uh oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh my god. My arm. Everything okay? Yo, what did you do? I destroyed my clothing again. Oh no, wait, I have pants. We're good. Damn, she's looking fine right now. See? You get it. Which one's the real one? Come on, buddy. Just jump up. Alright, what's happening? Which one's the real one? Oh god. I'm gonna die, right? Oh. Please don't do that. That hurt. This seems like cheating. Like, what's with the shadow clone jutsus? Oh my god. Hey, yo, 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 yo. No hurt of me, bro. Oh god, that's not good. Oh no. Oh no. This is... I'm dead, right? This is really, really morbid. Oh. Oh, yo! What? He actually turns into a real wolf? Let's fucking go. That's hot. I mean, what? Oh, they shatter. Right. Screenshots. So this is why the... Alright then. Yeah, get him. I'm a big boy. Why are there so many? Ah. Oh. Oh. What? I don't think that's something that Fusroda. Hey, buddy. Gross. I'm a cool looking wolf. Why didn't you just take some time to grab it all out of you, mate? Oh god. Pay attention. Num num. Oh. What? Okay. Well, there you go. Bigby's strong because he is the wolf across many different fables. Oh, huff and puff. That the blow the wolf down. That makes a lot more sense. Wing's just missing so many keys. Lol. Keys? What keys? Keys? Is there some physical keys I should be missing? Am I missing? Hey, Crooked Man. I hope you don't mind me shirtless. Oh, okay, never mind. Bigby's strong. Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. Like, he could be the wolf from Loki,
Hello,
the Legend
Bigby.
of Loki as well.
You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullet. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things.
Go on.
Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she?
Yes.
And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm quite sure. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for...
Wait, I gotta pause. I didn't think about this. I'm really... Oh, I don't know. I wanna kill him because everybody else wants him dead, you know? I missed another thing, god damn it. I don't know, man. Oh, hi. Hello, Anakin. How are you? Greetings. No, you missed pressing the action prompt keys. Oh, okay. I did press them. There was so many misses. I only was supposed to miss like 2 of those, okay? I got the other ones. It didn't look like it. Damn, he ain't got no pants, and that's what we like here. No. Try taking a nap after watching that turtle. Oh my god. So I told my mom about my situation. I like the idea of that you told me about your situation before you told your mom. And after I finished telling her, she fucking laughed at me for like 10 minutes straight. Honestly, we did the exact same thing. So, that's fantastic. Well, did she at least have an opinion? What did she think? Was it too weird or is it okay? Bluebeard's money. One might think that Bluebeard donates funds to the Fabletown government for nefarious purposes, seeking special favors or to have a louder voice in government proceedings. But what he really wants is stability and strength, because as far as Bluebeard is concerned, Fabletown exists to insulate him from the Mundy world. As much as his money can be a sword, it also serves as a shield. Oh, okay, so he's not really a bad guy. Cool. The Crooked Lair, headquarters. Occupying a desanctified church, this is one of many locations of the Crooked Man's operations uses to run the Fabletown underworld. Its lounge atmosphere makes for a comfortable meeting place. Unless you are an unwelcome guest, it is completely boarded up to the outside world, and the only way in is through one of the many portals marked by a door with the Crooked Man's Catherine wheel icon scattered throughout the city and elsewhere. The Crooked Man. The Crooked Man has slowly built himself into one of the most powerful figures in Fableton. His operations started with a crooked sixpence and a crooked house. 2 things he cared about more than his wife or children, whom he killed rather than let them stand in his way. Right. In his rise, the Crooked Man has ensnared many fables in his criminal web, providing them with what they need, but always at a high cost. He is cunning, persuasive, and ruthless. Tiny Tim. See, that's the thing. He's cunning, persuasive, and ruthless. I don't think they'll be able to build a case against the Crooked Man. Like, I feel like he would talk himself. Like, if I don't kill him, I feel like he'll get away scot-free. And that frustrates me. That's why I want to kill him. Not to mention, I basically, again, like, I talked about this last night, about how it irritates me because I feel like, you know, like, Snow White made this whole front of we need to bring him to the lore to prove that we are still strong, right? But in reality, like, the likelihood of that happening to begin with is low. But also, I've had all the people who have suffered because of him basically be like, kill him. You know, like, I don't want him standing in the way of who I am. Who like, just trying to live and stuff like that. Your game, your story. Ugh. I'm gonna have to play through this again. Her opinion, which actually made me feel a lot better, was, well, son, if you really like her, then make it happen. And if you break her heart, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? Family can't stay mad at each other forever. Inserts obnoxious love. You know, it's a good way. I do like that, the sentiment of like, if you love her, fucking go for it. Doesn't matter what happens, okay? Again, it's not incest. You're fine, so it's not a crime. It's a win if it's not directly in the family. So I'm trying to do it like reverse, like incest is wincest, but the opposite. Shut up, what is it? Oh my god, Wolves, you missed this the other week. Oh wait, was this last week? No, this was Monday. Oh my god. Okay, Wolves. Am I allowed to re-say it, Anakin? Okay, so Anakin, wait, what? Winning no cest, yes. So Anakin came into chat on Monday and was like, I have a story, and I was like, fantastic, I love your stories. Okay, sit down, Wolves. He comes in, Hannah's on the air. Yeah. Okay, so basically, okay. So basically what happened was he was on, not a date, but just an outing with his girl. They had, you know, they got together, they were walking down the beach, and they came across his waifu's sister, okay? And you know, like they were introducing them to her, and it's like, oh, intimidating, because meeting more of the family and stuff. And he finds out that you know, his waifu's sister is married, and gets introduced to the husband to find out it is his cousin. So Anakin came in a chat and he's like, what do I do? He's like, guys, I feel gross, and it's just like, dude, it's alright. Because, again, sips tea, yes. Because, and as we went on to say, is that you're not directly blood related, so it's okay. Basically. It would have been weird if maybe you knew each other beforehand, but you didn't, like, if you knew each other as cousins. Like, I think that's the thing, right? Like, if you, like, have that acknowledgement as a cousin beforehand, it's not gonna happen. But if it doesn't happen, then it's like, you're just another human being. And as I said, no blood relation. The whole point of making sure you don't marry people in your own family is because, one, it's weird, what the fuck, and two, Game of Thrones. No, sorry. 3, I mean Game of Thrones, that's all we need to say. And 3 is to make sure that genetic diseases and stuff like that will not progress into later generations and stuff. And, you know, I was justifying it really poorly by basically being like, you know, like, they may, like, your children and their children will share similar types of genetics, but not, like, it's not gonna be, like, it's not, like, it's still diversified, is basically what I'm saying. Me stares in Got Virgin. Wait, you haven't you haven't watched Game of Thrones? Oh my god. Basically, the TLDR, there's a brother and a sister. The sister is supposed to be married to someone else, but that person dies and she's like, goes batshit crazy, but she's actually been fucking her brother for ages, because I don't know why. I guess that's some sort of trust issue. Don't trust anybody else, so they fuck each other. And then she has 3 beautiful children. She makes a deal with a witch that she really wants children, and the witch is like, sure, you can have children, but they're all gonna die before they're fully grown. And she's like, sure, mate. And then, yeah, so she fucks her brother. You find this out in the first chapter, no surprising. First episode. What else happens? And yeah, all the 3 kids eventually die. One dies really lamely by, I think, like a pirate. Like, pirates on a ship or something, I think. The other one dies because he's an asshole. How does he actually die? Fire? Wings, spoilers, what the fuck, I'm sorry. I don't care. Sorry. How does the other one die? The asshole. Beheaded? I'm thinking of an arena. Something about an arena. Oh no, he's poisoned! Right, and the other one's poisoned, and the other one voluntarily dies because the love of his life is burned into flames. So, there you go. There's your Game of Thrones spoilers for the day. Anyway, we love Anakin and all of his life. Poison, yeah. Do you know it is? It's not spoilers, right? Yeah, so we love Anakin. He's doing great. We're very proud of him. But yeah, dude, if you love her, don't let her go, okay? I saw one episode where Jason Momoa great, killed a bunch of dudes and fucked Emilia Clarke, and yep, that was pretty much it. No context, just went to a housemate's and watched TV, bam, got bam, kill, blood, death, bam, sex scene. That is the entire description of all of Game of Thrones, and that's all you need to know. But yes, no, Jason Momoa dies in that season, so no more Jason Momoa, but God bless him. But yeah, you really had the most apt description of basically the entirety of it. You sure that was Game of Thrones? Wait, no, I lied. That was, what? No, I'm pretty sure that sounds right. I saw another episode, okay. This is like first season, no blood relations, so definitely no issue there. Exactly. So there's the story. That's why it's funny him coming in and being like, so I told my mom. And again, that's why I was like surprised. I'm like, you told me before your own mother? Like, I feel like the first thing I would do is call my dad and be like, Dad, is it okay if I marry kind of a second cousin? And he'd be like, who is it? And I'll be like, I don't know, it's like what's its name's side of the family's cousin or something. He'd be like, do you love him? Yes. Yeah, she'd be right. Dad is gold tier. I'm waiting for a massive Anakin paragraph. Sometimes the side thing over here though makes it look like it's longer than it actually is though. Sometimes. Let me just quickly keep reading this while I wait. Tiny Tim, Century. While most fables theorize that their longevity and overall well-being is improved by the Mundi world's knowledge of them, for a select few that does not seem to apply. When a malady or injury is an integral part of a fable story, that notoriety can make recovery nearly impossible. That's what Tiny Tim thinks, at least, and no medical care or magic, rather none that he can afford, can heal his leg. I've never even heard of him, I don't think. Vivian's story, the girl with the ribbon. Vivian was the very first to bear the curse of the purple ribbon. Removing the ribbon would result in death, and any attempt to talk about it was thwarted by the spell upon it. As soon goodness. As time went on, she tried to live a normal life. Eventually, she married a nice man, but he was constantly wondering about the ribbon around her neck, so this is the one we read yesterday. Despite her pleas for him to leave it alone. One night, while she was sleeping, he attempted to remove it. As he pulled on the edge of the string, Vivian woke and saw what her husband was doing. In a panic, she pulled away, preventing the ribbons not from being undone. Furious, she tried to express the severity of his actions, but her husband was unable to understand. She realized that she couldn't trust him and decided to leave. She lived alone for the rest of her days in the homelands, preferring the safety of isolation to the risk of another betrayal. That's interesting, because I feel like, I don't know about you, like, I'd be like, isn't the ribbon dirty? And they'd be like, sure. I mean, no, I could still clean it. I'd be like, alright then. What is the Mundi world? So Mundi is mundane world, so it's, as the description was back here. Fabled? Nope, that's fabled. But yeah, the Mundi, so to regular people, the Mundis, so the mundane. It appears to be an ordinary New York neighborhood, so it's just the muggles, basically. I'm It was in the desert or some motherfucking Emilia Clarke just goes, want a dragon? Ha, psych, bam, dragon burns people, bam, something something, Sully, hot, fight for me, and bam, bitch has an army of hot tanned robot slaves. I'm trying to think what episode you're talking about. Oh, right. I love that part. That's the best. What's the name of that town? I can't remember the place. I can't remember the name of the place, but I know which episode you're talking about. It's when she's attacking. So there's this place that it's dominated by slavery and slavers and stuff. So she goes in and basically she frees the people from slavery by basically coming along and being like, I'll give you guys a dragon, wink wonk. And then the dragon's like, it's great. Oh yeah, and the prince guy was talking shit about her and she was like, dumb bitch, I speak gibberish too. Yeah, good times, good times. The Puddin' Pie. Vivian and Georgie met during the exodus from the homelands. I still don't know what this exodus is, but sure. The end, I guess? Exodus's end, isn't it? I don't remember. Mom would know. And they helped each other survive the long journey to the mundane world. Mundane world. Is it a long journey? Upon their arrival, however, they made it hard to make a decent living, and with what little money they had, they opened the Pudding and Pie. Operating a strip club may not have been the most desirable occupation, but they figured it was better to be in charge of a place like this, can be forced through desperation to work at one. Dragon fully had separation anxiety in a matter of about 5 meters. I felt the same way about Adara, so is it really... You know, I'm kidding. Not 5 meters. Like 50. No. I don't even know how far 50 meters would be, I'll be perfectly honest. Maybe more than let's say more than 5 kilometers. Because, yeah. The Big Bad Wolf. Bigby's true form. Bigby's true form is that of a giant 8-foot wolf. 8-foot tall wolf. In addition to his iconic huff and puff power, he has also inherited other abilities from his father, the North Wind. I have heard of that before. That is from a different fable, isn't it? God, what am I thinking of? Norse? Norse mythology? Norse mythology is... yeah, I don't know. For example, Bigby is able to hold his breath for an abnormally long amount of time, making it impossible for him to drown. What a fun story. Mary's loyalty, part of the job. Bloody Mary began working for the Crooked Man many centuries ago. He promised her freedom to do as she pleased, as long as she agreed to act as his personal bodyguard and hitman. Oh, that's why. Because of the Crooked Man's power and influence, Mary never had to worry about getting caught by the authorities. She enjoys her job immensely and would defend the Crooked Man to the death, mostly because she finds it fun. Well, there's that description. Not 5 meters, 6. 3, take it or leave it. Do you know what has been consuming my life for the last few days? The indecision of trying to figure out whether you want to continue being with a woman you're quote-unquote not really is, but kind of related to. Did I miss a thing? Let's see. There's like a symbol next to it. Well, why does it have the thing beside it? It says new, I did everything! That one disappeared. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Stranger Things. Oh, right. That makes more sense. I used to make fun of my friends for watching it. Joke's on me because now I fucking love it. Yeah, no, Adara binged that. Not last weekend. The weekend before, I think. Yeah, because we were watching Bleach together last weekend. Yeah, no, she, like, sat down and basically binged all of it within, like, 3 weekends, and it's, like, good on her. Yeah, no, I think she really enjoyed it, too. Can't remember if there's supposed to be another thing after it, but because I would sit and play video games and she'd be like, guess I'm gonna keep watching Stranger Things, and I'm like, go for it, lass. She finished it very quickly. What's new? Okay, whatever. Anyway, guys, I need to decide to go kill this guy. I'm gonna kill him because I feel like I've promised too many people at this point to kill him. But the only problem is that means that Snow White won't love me, and that's the part I'm struggling to come to grips with. Like, what if I don't get my adorable like kiss scene at the end? Like, just it's disappointing. I never used to like Steve, even though I started after he became the nice guy and then went back to season 1 where he was a douche. But yeah, he's grown on me, I'm not gonna lie. He reminds me of myself, but less hot and with less mullet. That's fair, man. Yeah, I didn't really like Steve either. I haven't watched a lot of Stranger Things. I think me and my sister, we sat down and watched like the first 2-3 episodes at one point, and it's just, I don't like horror-y things, even if they're not technically horror. Adara is always like, man, it's so obviously like fake, and meanwhile I'm sitting there and I'm like, no thanks. Can't stand it. Anyway, moving on.
For myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial.
Yes, but why?
Can we at least agree on that?
Listen. God, this is such a big decision. Listen, okay, so basically, like, he wants to be put on a fair trial, and that's what Snow White is, but he wants me to go in free. So obviously this is all a part of his mad maniacal tricks, okay? It's gotta be, right? Because this is the thing. What does he say? Fuck. No, the other one. It literally says, cunning, persuasive, and ruthless. He'll get out alive. That's what he's saying. If I let him go through the proper procedure in order to like make sure that he gets accused for his crimes, it's not going to happen. I'm just like, okay, it's fine. I can replay this game. There is other choices. I'm gonna kill him.
Have a trial.
Why would you want that?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that?
Mm-hmm. Lies.
Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand.
Right.
I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women.
Sorry?
And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain myself.
I believe Georgie. Yeah, I believe Georgie.
Carry it out. But I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both
He was
that.
dying.
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot.
Trump, is that you? Sorry.
And I will. As long as you agree.
Guys, I want you to find the 1001. I'm sorry, I've been following too much of the January 6th things. I want you to find 1000, where are the 1001? I just want 1001. I just need one more vote than the number that I need, you know, like obviously just one vote. He wants me, number 13 of things. Number 13 of things not to be taken out of context. Right. Well, in saying that, when you're dying, you've got nothing to lose. Exactly. Why not cause some mayhem to send off? Are you talking about Georgie, or are you talking about the Crooked Man? But yeah, I just find it funny, because... Okay, it's fine. This is such a pretty, just simplistic design. Okay, Georgie. Whoever Georgie is. No, he was on his deathbed. Like, why would someone lie on your deathbed? You know, like, if your last thing is lying, it's just sad, man. Like, come on.
To my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community.
Well, that's good, because you're going to die. I'm gonna do it.
I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me,
no.
You won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the...
No, it's... Wolves, I can't make a decision. It's fine. The lore. This is like one of those things where like I'm a very law-abiding person, so my brain says go for like abide by the law, right? But I've made promises like he's a shithead, he manipulates people, he deserves death. Like sips tea. I'm not gonna backseat. God damn it, wolves. You just had to put me in this ethical dilemma. Like, what do I do? No, so what I mean is, like, people always say, person was dying, so why would they lie? But that's exactly the perfect time to tell a lie, because it's not gonna come back to bite you in the ass, you'll be, well, dead. Isn't that just said? I'm the bane for wolves. You're right, you are, oh yeah, Wolfsbane, right. I was like, what's the name of it again? Fucking idiot. It's right there on the screen. I say, fuck it. Literally. Oh. Oh, we're taking the 5th option. Okay. It's fine. I can play the game again. I just want Snow White to love me. Like, that's all I want. Okay, no. I'm gonna murder him. I'm gonna kill him. I've made my decision. I'm gonna kill him.
You're often reckless. And I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question.
What?
What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who
just to suffer.
Georgie.
No.
He's dead, isn't he?
Yep.
My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
No, I haven't.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little.
Is the gun itself made out of silver?
So, shall we get going?
You're not going anywhere.
I don't think so. We're not doing this your way.
How unfortunate. I was hoping we could make this work.
Oh no!
What are you gonna do now? Rip me apart like some kind of animal? Killing me here would achieve nothing. And what would Miss White think? You show up with nothing but a corpse.
This is it for you.
I hate it. I hate it. Why do I have to participate in this death?
Said enough.
Oh, I'm what do I do? Oh! Can we decapitate him like the rest? I'm so fucked. Snow White's gonna be so upset with me. Oh. Oh. As a wise inmate once said, a man is never so honest as when his masculinity is plowing out of him.
Oh, come on! Where is he? Are you fucking kidding me?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, any minute. And then we'll get started. I really appreciate you taking the time. I know it's—
Everyone's here!
Given the
Guys. Hate achievement, look. Guys. Face your decisions with open eyes like a true wolf. Oh, everyone's here. She brought everyone here. I'm gonna bring in a dead body in front. I thought it was just gonna have to be Snow White that I was gonna have to deal with. Now everyone's there. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
circumstances.
Ah, fucking shit, fuck, bitch, ass, motherfucking ass, shit, fuck. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked.
What have you done?
I killed him.
Bigby.
Oh, no, they all hate me.
Holy shit.
I didn't think you had it in you, Bigby.
Stop it.
I'm a horrible human being.
Apart.
Kill them all, no
I told
remorse.
you to bring him back alive.
You really fucked him up.
What did you do? He's all...
You did this to him?
Okay, everyone. Just calm down.
I thought I wanted him gone. But this...
It's terrible. No, it isn't.
What the hell happened?
Ah, fucking
Tell me.
fuck.
Tell me why you did this.
I think it's pretty
He
clear.
nearly ripped his head off.
Please, explain yourself.
Oh, God.
I didn't think I
Would it
clicked
have been
through.
that hard to restrain him? Did you really have to murder the man?
Hang on. It's not murder.
Then what would you call it?
Justice, maybe?
This is not justice! You know it's not.
Why not?
This is Bigby Wolf doing whatever the hell he wants.
Which, in this case...
You can't do things like this anymore.
Maybe it's not justice.
You think?
Then what is it? What are you getting on his case about? He did the right thing here. If this fucker killed Lily...
And Faith.
How can we be sure of that? Without a trial, what evidence do we
Oh,
have?
I hate myself so much.
Concrete.
Georgie
That's why
told
we
me
needed him
Crooked
here.
Man
Are you
ordered their
telling me
deaths.
the killer might still be out there?
The Crooked Man ordered their deaths. He's behind it.
He ordered it? Well, then who the fuck did it?
Georgie did.
Georgie?
Where's Georgie now? If we bring him in for questioning...
He's dead.
What? Where is he?
Bigby.
I didn't do it.
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing.
That doesn't answer the question.
He is
Georgie
dead?
and the Crooked Man were guilty of murder. And I made sure they couldn't hurt anyone else.
What have they done?
So he's dead. Is that what you're telling me?
I didn't do it. He bled out of it. Well, I mean, I
don't
did
even
actually
know
do
what
it.
to say
Wait,
to
I
you
did
right
do it.
now.
Maybe that's not such a bad thing.
You're on board with this?
I don't know. I mean, it's not like the Crooked Man didn't deserve it. And if Georgie killed them...
You think anyone deserves this?
Yeah. I mean, kind of. It's just death, bro.
Your job is to
Good
keep
job, Hannah.
Fabletown
Great
safe.
defense.
The minute
I should
you
be a
start
lawyer.
Using your position by attacking people, we betray the trust of this community.
What community?
And killing those people out there on your own without due process.
I'm
it makes us look
Poor
like
choice of
killers.
words, big beat slash
How can you
swings.
do this?
It's just one thing after another. Look, I'm glad he's fucking dead. But like this?
What does it really matter?
I solved this case. The Crooked Man gave the order, Georgie carried it out, and I took care of both of them.
I made myself very clear.
No kisses.
This is not okay.
Alright, time to replay the chapter.
This is disgusting.
Oh, it's much worse than that.
What? Are you guys buddy-buddy with the Crooked Man all of a sudden? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Gran.
Everyone, that's enough. Bigby, I can't protect you without the support of this community. The minute you kill another suspect, I won't be able
all
to
the
stop them
suspects
from
are dead,
calling for
so-
your resignation.
And yours.
I'm fantastic, really.
If that happens, I can't defend you.
That's fine.
Okay, Snow. I get it.
Do you?
I do.
Listen, maybe you were right this time about the Crooked Man, but what happens when you're wrong? The second you make a mistake about someone,
It's alright. I'll just escape to a different
I
country.
won't watch you become a murderer.
I think it's too late for that.
I mean,
Bigby.
Having some personnel issues, Miss White? Can't control your mutt?
Bluebeard, this is hardly the time.
Can
Looks
this
like
guy
as long as
fuck
the
up?
wolf thinks you're guilty, he has free reign to murder you in your sleep.
No, that's not
Is this
how.
what we can expect from now on?
Yeah, you make one mistake and Bigby's gonna rip your head off?
I want to accentuate something for a real quick second. I feel very betrayed by the people in this room. Then don't watch. That does sound something. Shut up, bitch. Batman dead. Enough said. You are definitely not getting that kiss now. Oh, I know. Listen. Okay, listen. Okay. I forgot what I was going to say. I feel very betrayed by the people in this room because Johan basically was like, give that fucker what he deserves. Beauty and Beast both gave those sentiments. Gren and Holly are at least backing up by what they said. Like besides from Auntie Greenleaf, I would say, like basically everyone else in that room at one point was basically like, I'm gonna go and kill him, you know, like get them what they deserve sort of thing. Like a lot of them said that. And then Mutt here is the bold ass Vin Diesel head. What? What are you talking about?
Hey, that's not fair.
Nah, I'll just bat you around for a while. Make sure you get thoroughly fucked up.
That's not going to happen.
Or just beat us to death.
Are we even protected anymore? If we're throwing out the charter...
We're not throwing out the charter.
Sorry, I forgot what the question was.
Beast. I'm not about to...
You think I'm being ridiculous? We all know what you're capable of. You nearly gouged my eyes out.
Beast.
Please, the sheriff isn't going
You see? The wolf does whatever the hell he wants, and the princess is no better.
Now, hang on a minute.
You don't believe me? They came to my apartment, and then for no earthly reason, she wanted my tree destroyed.
And we didn't destroy it.
She was helping people glamour themselves as other fables. We couldn't let that continue.
And we didn't destroy
Can't
it.
say I'm fucking surprised.
I am. Snow, how could you do that?
You tried to ruin my life for no reason at all.
What else were we supposed to do?
There were other options.
I don't know what.
Is that true?
Snow.
She was helping Crane and the Crooked Man. We had to put an end to it.
What choice did I have? You can pretend it's about law and order, but it's time you stopped lying to yourself. You wanted to get back at me for what Crane did.
She did.
But that doesn't justify it. You both just act out of your own selfish desires. It doesn't matter what's right.
What I'm hearing is that both me and Snow need to go on a vacation together, and it just be like the two of us. We'll go to France, you know, meet up with Crane, who's also a criminal, and we'll like have some wine. Great. Okay. Hi, Bert. This is the writing about people of back then. They let fear overtake even if what you do is protect them because all they see is violence. That's a good point. That's a good way of putting it. Johan's the guy with the bald head and the guy with the blind eye. Or the guy with... Oh, he's the one with the bald head. That's Johan. Yeah. The other one's Gren. Anyway. From atop thine... Promontoria thou sittest queen in distaff power. Now behold as the serfs scurry, obsequious mice, prone to their vices, bound to death, purblind to the glances from on high, that watch as an immeasurable aura approacheth, taking the form of trash boat. Hi Bert, how you going? This reminds me of Among Us. He said it! There we go. Nearly isn't like actually doing it. Shake my head. Johan could suck on a titty. Whoa. I don't like him. I mean, fair. He was in one part of the thing, but he's just a butcher, bro. He's like the most innocent one here.
At this point, I'd rather have Crane.
Kind of.
You don't mean that.
At least Crane didn't kick the shit out of everybody.
Or destroy what's ours.
He also earned the position.
Don't start.
He left us alone.
I've had about enough of this shit. You really think you'd rather have Crane back? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Excuse me?
Okay, I didn't think he was gonna go there. I thought this was about the irrelevant.
Bigby's right. You people don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Do you seriously think you want Crane back? He was an asshole, and he didn't do shit for any of you. Snow and Bigby found my sister when Crane wouldn't even look.
Yeah, but they only came around when they thought it was Snow White who ate it.
No, Snow cared about Lily. She cares about all of us.
Yeah!
If she's in charge, then I know she's gonna look out for us.
Aww.
Thank you, Holly.
Oh, come on, Holly. You know that's not gonna stop the sheriff from pulling the same shit he always has.
Just put me on sabbatical.
This, I get. But I didn't do shit wrong, and I got tossed around your fucking bar.
That was different, Gren.
Well, they haven't done anything for me.
Crooked Man screwed me over, and then this asshole just came by to make it worse.
What did I do?
Everyone, please,
This guy, this fucking Johan guy, he's just fucking piling on top. All I did was turn up at the front door and was like, yo bro, I want to have a look at your stores. And he was like, bro, I have no stores. And then I was like, yeah you do. And then like went in, there was a huge meat area. We went through the meat. Great description. And then there was like a room, and then I went into the room and I'm like, yo, you were converting crimes. And he's like, I had no idea what was going on in here. It was fine.
We have a right to be heard.
Are you afraid of what we have to say?
This isn't helping.
I'm not finished.
Like we give a
Need
shit.
some help, Miss White?
Just a minute.
This can't continue.
Listen.
I still have something to say.
Listen, friends.
But I was...
Please.
Why is
It
everyone
isn't
listening to
Bigby's
Bluebird?
fault. He can't control his nature.
Wow.
Frankly, I wouldn't dare ask him to try.
Wow.
Just as a scorpion stings, the wolf must bite.
Wow, asshole.
But with
What?
the sheriff so
Legs?
impulsive,
Nurse.
shouldn't the new deputy mayor have at least some command over her office?
Bluebeard?
Are either of them fit to run this town?
Can I say something?
Excuse
Narissa,
me?
I love you.
Who the hell is she?
My name is Narissa.
Well, Narissa, please step aside.
Wow,
Let
asshole.
her speak, Bluebeard.
But
let her speak.
Yes, Narissa. I love you, Narissa. Come on.
I haven't been able to speak my mind for a long time.
Come on, Narissa.
We were prisoners at that club. We had nowhere to go. No one cared enough. Certainly not Crane.
Oh, yeah.
You're acting like they haven't done anything good in the last few days, but you know that's not true. Because of the sheriff and Snow, I can finally talk about what happened to me.
Oh, we might be good.
We're free now. And I think that should count for something.
Thank you, Narissa. She's right. We haven't been there for you in the past. And I'll be the first to admit we've made plenty of mistakes. But
I guess going to
truly want what's
Georgie's
best for
first
this
was the
town,
right decision
and
to
we're
make.
trying to make things right. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
Try my best.
And I'm sure Bigby does too.
I do!
It's going to take some time to clean up.
I'm not
Crane's
proposing
mess.
to Snow White. Obviously. Has Tweedledum killed anyone yet? No, he didn't. He didn't, actually. Actually, no, wait. Did he? Was he the one that stabbed Georgie? He might have been the one to stab Georgie. Oh. That was a really poor attempt. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, what's going on?
I went to ask Mom for a book, and she kept my attention for 50 minutes.
Sounds about right.
It was a lovely chat, but I'm like, I really want to get this reflection done.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess you're not sleeping tonight.
No.
Good panda dog. Everybody, we love Pandar.
Ah, check that on you.
Yeah,
Twitter
Anakin says
account.
Illy.
Oh, hey, Anakin.
Illy.
You should check that on your,
Pandara.
Yeah, hashtag Pandal.
Hashtag Pandar.
Oh, hey, Sparrowkin.
That's Anakin.
Oh, that
Yeah,
is Anakin.
Sparrowkin. You know. No, I'm not gonna keep doing that to you, Anakin. Sorry, mate. My wife has the same panda outfit. I love that.
It
That's
is
adorable.
dope.
And it's comfy.
And it's warm.
And fluffy
Most
hugs.
importantly.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's been cold lately. I'm like, I need my panda onesie for bedtime.
A dog uses it. His bed now.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Correct.
sure Rusty would have too.
If you left it on
I
your
never
floor,
used it.
if you use it on your floor, absolutely. He would not sleep anywhere else. Everyone's supposed to have their powers. Are any of other people here special, or is Wolfman their own special person? Well, here we go.
Anyways, I just came in to tell you that.
Yeah. Thanks, Star. Thanks for sharing.
Back to my work.
Yeah. I love you.
Love you too.
Take care.
Did you finish the game?
Almost. I'm getting berated by the public because I decided to kill a guy. So, you know, squirming a bit at their accusations. You know me. It's gonna be like, you know me, I always want to be a law-abiding and I murder, and then it's like have an emotional. Yeah. Alright, love you, da. No. Anyway. Not me, I encouraged killing the guy. You did. I decided to buy a laptop instead of a PS5. That's probably a smart idea. Anyway, just as a small TLDR to Anakin. So there's Bloody Mary. She can go through mirrors and she's fucking batshit crazy. She's crazy. Who else has powers? I'm trying to think who has powers specifically. Take note, all of the fables are quote-unquote hard to kill. So, like, the woodsman, for example, this guy, he got his fucking head shoved in by an axe at the start of the game, and he's fine. He's still alive. He's dandy. I don't know, some are human and then turn into trolls. Some are just assholes. We found out that this woman is the girl with the ribbon, so her special power was making other people also have a ribbon around their neck that wouldn't talk about the ribbon. I don't know. Does Snow White have powers? Like frozen powers? No. Did Snow White have any type of power like that, really? So Bilbid is a rich wife killer. Yep, totally hateable. Oh yeah, I was really hoping he was the bad guy all along, so... I'm still surprised that it was Georgie. Like, I don't know, it still just doesn't seem right, does it? I was really hoping that it was the Crooked Man. Like, he was still guilty, but there's actually someone else who did it, but instead I get this political debate.
But he's gone now. The Crooked Man is dead. The killer has been found, and you can all rest easy knowing we're here to look out for you.
I don't know.
I'll make sure of it.
You can decommission me if you like.
Touching. Is it enough? I'm still not convinced Miss White has what it takes to control the sheriff or run this town.
I am. We haven't really given them a chance. Crane just left. Let's see what Snow and Bigby can do on their own.
I trust Snow to do right by us.
I think they've had enough chances.
Things are finally changing around here.
I just want to say, Arnie Greenleaf, she's like, I think they've had enough chances. She's been in one scene so far. She's been in one scene and she's like, oh, I think they've had enough choice. You haven't been around there for most of the time. Snow White powers were lame. Oh, wait, wrong Snow White. Yeah, you think? I'm still not convinced you have what it takes to grow hair. What? What? What do you mean?
Maybe you don't feel it, but I do. Bigby and Snow are good for Fabletown.
She's right. Now that things have settled down, I'm sure they can do better.
And we will.
Okay, everything seemed to turn out right. I'm not getting the kiss, but... Yes, we'll do better.
Of course we will. We're not like Crane. We'll look out for you.
We'll see.
Shut up, Bluebeard. Can I kick him in the nuts yet?
You see that?
It's finally over.
Good riddance, at least.
This won't end well.
Shit.
It's over now.
Definitely is interesting to think there is a second game of this coming out. Like, are we going to have ramifications to these actions, or is it just going to be a completely new story? All right, throw them in. Let's go. Interactive storyline. I sound that went in my head. Okay. You should know drug makers are punishable by death in some countries. It's true. He's still hot and we love him, okay?
Oh, hi. Sheriff Bigby.
Green?
Great to see you.
Hey, Toad.
I don't know if you remember me.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count.
Wait, is this Toad?
Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Okay, maybe it's not Toad. Question mark?
This fucking line.
Oh, he does not like me. Tiny Tim, Gran. Are they gonna get upset with me?
Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Nothing changes? Nothing ever changes. What am I quoting? Imagine if Mickey Mouse was in this. The Wolf Among Us 2.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Wink wonk. Return the Disneyland. Honestly, that does sound amazing. Love you, Colin. He's the best. We love Colin. I'm still confused by this entire, like, building. They make it look like everyone lives in the one building, like it's this weird, like, metaphysical space where just a limited amount of rooms exist. I know it's not true, but that's what I think. Am I in trouble yet? Webb and Muffet Market. I never realized that. Oh no, Toad!
I'm going. Jesus.
What happened, Toad?
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
What happened?
Shit. Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Yeah, I'm wondering what
I
happened.
had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
That's weird.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so...
Here, it's a bomb.
If you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's the willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard
Prison.
ogres live there.
Animal farm.
And they eat people in
Child
their
Toad
sleep
looks like
sometimes.
Ralph from The Simpsons.
I hope not.
Do we have to go?
I mean, I guess kind of.
Stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Optimism.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
That's
so
an
you
underestimation.
wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Alright,
Hey,
I think I
Bigby.
fucked up a decision somewhere.
Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? How should I know?
I tried, okay? I gave him money. I thought he would go and get the glamour, and I thought he was gonna go be able to get the glamour, okay? I tried my best. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Sounds like Ralph. Loki sounds a little like Clementine in The Walking Dead season 2. Maybe.
Saying goodbye?
Hey, Narissa.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
It's such a psychological prison, right? Like, if it's like,
Listen,
hey, if you take the ribbon off, you're defying
came here
something.
Because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
Oh?
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
It's okay. Just calm down.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
We're trying to protect them.
Just trying to protect them.
Oh my god. Just imagine him saying, choo-choo, choose me.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
What a cigarette. I'm sorry. Was that crossing boundaries?
I don't know
Sorry.
what happened. But that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie... It was my fault. I sold them out, and she just...
I'm so sorry. That's horrible.
Holy crap.
That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
What?
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could at least save the rest of us.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
Quote unquote.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way.
Damn.
We just...
Holy shit, this is like Lol Winx's version of Bigby has multiple personality personas.
I couldn't watch
What
that
do you
happen
mean?
to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I hope so.
I don't know.
I have to admit,
Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her.
Everything
or
is
anyone.
futile.
I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand in.
I love that she's like a voice of
Things
reason
are
in this
just
game.
different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby.
Hashtag not getting the kiss.
After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You
Aw,
listened
thanks.
When no one else would.
Yeah.
You knew when to show mercy.
Did I?
And you brought justice to this town. Finally. If you hadn't killed the Crooked Man back there, he would have just talked his way out of it.
See,
like
I
he
knew it.
always
That was
does.
that was
So
what I
from
was
where
saying.
I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place.
I did my best.
For better or worse. Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Thanks. I love you, Nerissa. Thanks for being understanding. Your ass looks great.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I didn't say that last one.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
What is happening?
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
What? Is this the difference between choosing Faith or Nerissa? I didn't realize she was an option. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was looking at her walk away, but what? You missed the important sentence again. I'm trying my best. What did I miss, Wolves? I touched some alcohol. Hello, cat, by the way. I touched some alcohol some 10 minutes ago. I mean, it was just sitting in my drawer, staring at me, literally begging to be consumed. But it didn't make me happy like I thought it would. It's because it's alcohol. Alcohol doesn't make you happy the way you think it will. Do we have to go into the... What did I miss, Wolves? Was it the fact that she was pointing me the right direction all along? I mean, don't get me wrong, she helped me the most.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Is that what? Did I miss something? I am so confused. So I can spoil a little since you're finished first playthrough. Alright, wait. 1 second. Do you give the Crooked Man a trial? You and 10%. Only 10% of people killed the Crooked Man. That is fascinating. As I said, I was just saying, like certain people play certain types of games. So like INFPs will play other types of games while EPF, other ones will play like different types of games, right? I'm not surprised by the statistic. What I'm more surprised by is, goddamn, I'm on the other side of that statistic. Did you walk out of the witching well? Stayed until the end. You can walk out of there. Did you accept TJ's gift? Yes. What were your last words to Nerissa? I hope you've done some good here. 50%. Wait, but that was the end? Fought him after the integration. You lied to him about seeing beauty outside the apartment. Colin, you gave him a drink when he asked for one in your apartment. You helped him to avoid the farm. Seized, you smashed up his place. You drank with Grant after Lily's funeral. You made a deal with him. You brought her along with you to Trip Trap. You showed her Crane's photo of her. Chose to wait for him. Accepted his beetle and promised it to snow. You gave him money. I didn't. I don't know what I did wrong though. Every fucking time. Oh my god, what the fuck is with that? Why? Why is there that sound effect at the end of the chapter? Alright, Wolves, spill it to me, mate. What have I done wrong? Wait, Han, have I told you about what happened at work like 2 weeks ago? I don't know, man. It's 2 weeks ago, it was a long time ago. She looks at her imaginary watch. I'm really tempted to just jump right straight into another playthrough. The only problem is that I can't like skip through dialogue as far as I know. So like it would take a really long time to replay through it to ensure like I did things slightly differently. You know, like what would have happened, like would have Georgie lived if I had killed Tweedledum earlier? You know, like because I'm pretty sure it was Tweedledum that ended up stabbing Georgie, I think. So basically, it's theorized Nerissa equals Faith. What? Ow. But she said she was the Little Mermaid. I went to work, you know, normal stuff, yeah. What? Do I have to Google this now? Shit. Fuck. Ass. Bitch. Alright. Shh. Shh. The wolf I'm looking this up. I know you're probably writing a paragraph right now, but I'm kind of, oh my god, I just wrote everything in capitals. The Quolf Among Us, yeah. The Wolf Among Us. Nerissa. Ending explained? I won't look at it right yet. I'll wait for it. That's what she told you. Remember, they have access to glamour. But whose head was it then? Like, you still got Faith's head at the end, right? Why do I have a blank symbol here? Oh, because I moved it, right. Okay. And when you asked the mirror, it didn't say dead. Continue the storyline. There's books. Don't tempt me. Wait. Well, was that the ending? Yeah. I know, right? I didn't even have like a console. I was expecting to go back in and make sure I gave the beetle and like talk to Snow for the end. It says location couldn't be disclosed. I just thought it was because her body's missing. Yeah, that was the ending. It was a little cliffhangery, I want to say. It was a little weird. Except I may or may not have been a little intoxicated. And by a little, I mean this motherfucker shouldn't even be working, let alone standing. Little bit of intoxication. Okay, so the normal time. So I'm just standing there in the kitchen. It's quiet, so literally nothing to do. No orders or anything. Okay. Faith is the donkey girl. Yes. Donkey girl ability is to use the skin to mask herself. But that masks her beauty. It doesn't mask her. They never explained who King Cole was. I'm just saying. I wonder why I'm missing a bunch of like the chapter stuff as well. I'm missing at least 1 to 2 things in each chapter. Ugh. It masks her, that's why no one can identify her. It's in the fable. Oh, so if she has the donkey thing on. This thinking is intense, it is. Wait, so, but that doesn't make sense because Toad had the donkey skin for a good chunk of time there. But like, why the head? On, like the head. My delay on the stream is about 30 seconds. I'm a refresh. That's fair. I mean, that's a fair point, but like, where do you get a head? Did she kill somebody? Did she get a different head? Just's eyebrows. Alright, wait, let me click it. I'm gonna quit out of the game. I really do want to like go back through and play through the game and see what I missed, but I'm also like, I feel like I'd need something to help me just ensure what it is. The cryptic finale to The Wolf Among Us explained. There we go. We're gonna read a thing. There's one more conversation with Nerissa, who has always been leading him through the investigation through the series. As she turns to leave, she says, "You're not as bad as everyone says you are," and this triggers a usual suspects style realization montage as our hero makes a series of connections between his informant and Faith, the woman whose death all the way back in the first episode set him on the path for the rest of the series. But she's dead. See, Faith said exactly the same thing at the end of her conversation with Bigby in Faith. Oh, she did! Okay, yeah, no, yep, forgot about that. Her words, people like them get forgotten. Yeah. Did you finish Wolf School? What? No, because I'm a bird. Why would I finish Wolf School? I finished Bird School. Oh, that was a thing. Specifically, Faith and Nerissa are the same people at some person at some point. Nerissa was Faith. Before we get into specifics, here's a reminder, guys, glamours can make things complicated because they're never really sure who is them, or when Bigby and everyone else really mistakes Holly's body for Snow's because it was all magicked up, blah blah blah. What does this mean though? It means that Faith doesn't die in episode 1, Nerissa does. In this case... Okay, wait. In this case, we have an extra crazy making double glamour situation in which Georgie means to murder Faith, but accidentally kills Nerissa instead because she's under the enchantment, possibly because she's covering one of Faith's work shifts at the strip club prostitution agency, the Pudding and Pie. And then the real Faith has to discover herself as the now dead Nerissa to cover her tracks and keep from getting murderated. Y'all just said murderated? Sounds like my type of English. Is that a real word? You know, the game, Wolfie Among Us, the one you're playing. Yeah, that was the end. Like, I've played this over the last 3 days, and it's like, there's 5 chapters. Like, that's the whole thing, man. I think that's the thing, though. Like, there's like, you're open to playing it again because I've, like, missed some things, or maybe there's, like, a different ending, you know, stuff like that, like, that come into play, but... yeah. It depends. Citing Dr. Swinehart needs to run additional tests on the remains and the magic mirror's inability to locate Faith as evidence of some enchanted shenanigans going on. An unglamoured head is just a head. This player reasons. And Swinehart would have no need of further testing otherwise, and if Faith is still alive, the spell binding her to secrecy and discretion in her CD work would still be active, and this would extend to the mirror's ability to locate her. Oh my god, my brain. At the same time, however, Swinehart's tests could have also been to reason out the cause of death, since magical decapitation ribbon is probably not in a medical textbook on any plane of existence. It's not in mine. And check this out. Faith comes from the story of Donkey Skin, which is about a beautiful princess who disguised herself as a gross donkey lady to escape from her father. In the story, this was because he wanted to marry her, but you can or maybe see the parallel other than that. In this case, Faith is disguising herself as Nerissa to break free of the Crooked Man. This correlation is kind of mean to Nerissa, though. I thought she was pretty. What? Theory number 2. These versions of events say that Faith we meet at the beginning of the series isn't her at all. It is, in fact, Nerissa under a glamour in an attempt to call Bigby's attention to the nefarious dealings going on below Fabletown. Already pretty shady stuff. Oh my god, my brain. In this case, Faith is already dead at the beginning of the game, and Nerissa, as Faith, intentionally starts trouble with the woodsman so that Bigby would show up and start snooping around. She had to disguise herself as a dead woman so that he'd make the connection when he found the head. For this reason, Faith, the title character of the first chapter and the person from whom all of Bigby's motivation springs, never appears alive the entire game. Alright. Maybe. This interpretation of events also makes a little more sense considering the fact that Nerissa intentionally gives herself away at the end. If Nerissa is really Faith in disguise as the first readings say, how much sense does it make to leave Bigby with that loose thread? She's only opening herself up to the bunch of questions from an annoyed werewolf. Meanwhile, if Faith was Nerissa, telling Bigby about it doesn't change anything. She was just leading him along the investigation for slightly longer than he thought. And anyway, if her entire goal is to take her life back, how much sense does it make if she has to do it as a completely different person? If you want to read some good blah, blah, blah. Okay, the second one made a little bit more sense to me. All right. Then oh my god, sorry. And then I go into the quiet phase and I start thinking about my old dog, and then I start crying, and then one of the school kids who I don't like to begin with asked me why I was crying, and I said, I miss my dog, and he says, okay, boo-hoo, who fucking who, you miss your dog, can you shut up? And now me, being drunk, I don't really take it that well, but I managed to let it slide. Why do I feel like there's a but and to this sentence? Yeah, no, that's an interesting theory. Like, I get it. Like, it kind of ends it with a bit of like a, like, because I think that was the thing that kind of surprised me, was the fact that glamours, like, as long as you were able to obtain like pieces of their hair or something, like, you could do it. It's like, that's such a weird idea, because if you're not human to begin with, you have to take on someone else's appearance. I don't know. It was just like, when they said that, it was like they didn't clarify that, I think, until like Auntie Greenleaf's chapter, and I was like, wait, you need the person's stuff, so what, do you just have a bunch of hair from a bunch of Mundies to just give out to random people? Like, ah. However, that's a very concerning however. I'm just waiting for it. So we have a few different options to do now. There's a few different, sorry, my brain. In saying that we kept butting heads throughout the shift, meanwhile my mood just kept getting worse and worse the more the alcohol set in, understandably. Yeah, so we can play some Monster Hunter Rise. That is a choice, because I am behind in Monster Hunter Rise. And when I say behind, I just mean like, I could be doing things that I haven't done, like single player things, but it's also like, I have to like concentrate for like 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes at a time just to defeat one boss, like, fuck. Or I could just chat for a bit with y'all. I will until at the end of Anakin's story, at least. Or what's something else we could, you could watch me play Stardew Valley if y'all really want that. I keep saying this, but I don't think of Stardew Valley as a very streamable game, but on the other hand, it's like one of the main things on my brain at the moment. I pointed this out before and I'm gonna point it out again. My beautiful page to perfection. We're getting there, slowly but surely. I'm so close to the end. Very, very close. And then I'll just need to churn out money, well, work on getting enough money. Like, once I've done everything on this board, all I have to do next will be just basically getting money. And killing 41 Pepper Rexes, which we all know that's gonna fucking take forever. Oh, speaking of which, I found a new game came out that seems like a mix of Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, and My Sims, but it's set in Australia. You mean Duncan? Wait, Duncan? Fair Dinkum. Fair Dinkum? No, maybe it's just Dinkum. I kind of really want to get it. I don't blame you, man. I looked at it and I was like, ooh. But I know, so in October, Coral Island is coming out, and I know I'm just gonna play that. I think that's why I'm like trying to I'm really trying to like get through Stardew Valley a lot, because if I get through all of Stardew Valley, I can kind of like sit it. I can be like, all right, I'm happy with this, and just kind of sit it down, be done with it. and focus more. One hand is really cold and one is really warm. What is happening? Point Hannah, I can put Stardew Valley down and I can focus on Coral Island. And I'm really hoping I don't, like, I'm hoping it'll be everything that I want. And I'm hoping I won't be too much like, oh, it's not as good as Stardew Valley. I'm hoping I won't do that because I'll just get upset with myself for this because I've been looking for it for like years. Yeah, Dinkum, that's the word. I was very interested by this game because I was like, it does look very Stardew Valley-esque, and just the fact that you can have like, I think you can get wombats. It's like, yes. Also, I feel like this would be a great game to be like, hey guys, there's Australian animals, you know, like that you probably never even heard of before. It's a good educational purposes. At one point, we got into a slight argument. I can't even remember what it was about. Probably something stupid. But I remember he walked past me and shoved me into some of the kitchen equipment, and that sort of did it for me. Dear Anakin, darling, don't disappoint me. Don't. Oh no. I'm amazed. Pardon. With the amount of stories you talk about at your work, I'm amazed that all of y'all don't get fired. But I also know for a fact that it's like one of those things where it's like, it's late at night. Let the boys be crazy. Does this say when this is coming out? There's a new update that's supposed to come out for Boyfriend Dungeon, and it still hasn't released a. They said it would be ready soon, but we don't know. I don't know what when that means anything. Yeah, there's two more people. You can make it a business expense. What? You think I have enough money to do something like that? What do you mean? I don't have business expenses, okay? I don't have an ABN, for one thing. For reference, that's like the Australian I have a business thing. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I think it applies tax maybe, but the point is I don't earn enough to be tax deductible, so. And yes, I probably should make streaming and stuff more this is a business and stuff like that, but I don't know how to do those things. It's too complicated. I need to sit down and figure it out. Could you claim stuff as a business expense for Twitch channels and Twitch? You can, but I think again, like, as far as my understanding is, you need to be earning over the tax bracket before it matters. Like, because again, like, if I'm earning, so it's over 21,000, I believe, then I'm in the first tax bracket, and then I could start claiming things to be like, I'll have this back on tax because have this self-owned business, and that's the process of like what you need in order to achieve that. Oh no. I love the fact that I didn't punch him, right, mate. So okay, I didn't punch him in the head. I also didn't throw him across the kitchen, and I know I didn't throw a container at him. Right. So what did you do then? Or is that what you did do? My goodness. Yeah, that's my understanding. But obviously I have a very limited small brain understanding because I don't know how this stuff works, man. I don't know how anything works. I'm also the type of person to be like, tax deductible? You can just have it. I just want enough to... All I want is enough to pay rent and pay my groceries every week, okay? That's all I want. What would you like to do for work? That is really... That's an intimidating question. I want to keep doing streaming, right? I like streaming. It's fun. I get to vibe with you guys. I get to play video games, which is the best thing ever. But in terms of what I'm like trained for, like I would love to do social media like managing, okay? Like I am trained in order to do that. And I feel like it would be a lot of fun. Like if my dream job, like on top of streaming, right? If I did this and, you know, it worked well and then I did other stuff, I would love to be a social media manager for like a video game or something. You know, like I have so much fun watching, like there's some people on like social media managers on Twitter who just like, you know, like they're in charge of fucking Lay's Chips Twitter account and they post memes comparing Lay's to like, I don't think that's actually a true one that I'm referring to. There's a few ones like that though, where they're like, here's a Dark Souls 3 meme. And you sit there and you're like, I respect this. I love that. I would love to be that behind the scenes person who's just like, yo, 3 posts a day, let's just shoot out some memes. I would love that. Male stripper, police stripper, male police officer stripper. This does sound fun. That is the thing. I pay my taxes by donating works of art to charity for millions of dollars. Damn. Oh wait, is that a joke? Shit, wait. I pay my taxes by donating works of art for charity for millions of... Yeah, that would be an amazing job. The stripper job? Yeah. No. Yeah, like, I really like the concept... So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, like, I think that stuff would be fun. But the thing is that, like, you either need to find someone who's in the process of making a job, who's, like, building up a business to make the product, and basically kind of jump in and be like, hey, guys, do you want me to take care of your social media stuff? That or, so this, a lot of the trouble I have with applying jobs, with jobs at the moment is, this kind of, it's this difficulty of expectation versus what I believe I'm trained for, right? Like, I can make things, okay? Don't get me wrong, like, I'm like, I can design things, I can come up with things and stuff like that, but am I at the level of a graphic designer? No. And not to mention, there's like other jobs that are like, yo, we want you to do video editing. And I'm like, well, I can do video editing. I really enjoy video editing, but do I believe I have the experience to make it look really nice and like really formal? I don't know. I'm not someone who's very good at, at least, like, I can take videos, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, like, I always feel like there's, I don't know, maybe it just depends on the quality of the camera. It really depends on the camera. Whether you have a tripod or not, all that jazz. Like, the quality of a video is dependent on a lot of different things, I believe. So it feels really intimidating when, like, there's people who are like, do social media assistant, but mainly do editing. And I'm like, well, I love editing. But take note, not many jobs say that. This is like the other weird thing. What happens in the police station stays in the police station. Absolutely. So the other problem is, like, talking about, like, things. So that's what I would like to do, right? I want to be able to just come in. I really want to be an assistant, to be a social media assistant to begin with, and then eventually be trained up enough to be a manager, okay? That's what I would like, all right? But apparently that's really difficult because there's this weird thing that I found out after my course, which makes me mad. You'll gain the experience as you go. If anyone will hire me. I say that. I think someone called me for like a job interview like earlier, but I just want to like preface this. No email. Previous places have emailed me, at least. They've been emailed me like, hey, can we have a chat tomorrow? And I'm like, excellent. The last 2 people haven't fucking emailed me, so of course I'm not anticipating it. And I gave the worst responses ever. I was like, ah. And the other person, I'm like, I was on the way walking, I'm like, on this like major road with fucking cars rocketing by in the rain. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm outside, I can't hear you, I'll call you back. And then I call them back and obviously they're finished work for the day. And I don't even know which business it was. I've applied for so many jobs in the last couple of weeks. I've been so proud of myself, but now my brain's like, I don't know who's fucking calling anymore. I don't know what they're gonna ask. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know anything, and I'm really worried about it. Anyway, applies to all jobs when you just graduate, but employees just want you to be Ash Ketchum. What? Why Ash Ketchum? When I started education, I had no idea what I was doing. I still have no idea what I'm doing. With education, though, it's easy to get a job as a teacher, quote unquote. Like if you're fresh out of uni, there's usually like you can throw something at like different schools or something like that in the area. Like I feel like being a teacher is not that bad, quote unquote. Quote unquote, I don't know. But I'm saying there's a lot more of an official process for doing that. While I feel like with social media managing, it's just like everyone and nobody needs you. Because anyone can do social media managing. Oh god, it makes me so mad. 10 years old, but 20 years experience? Absolutely. Hate it when they call out of nowhere. It's horrible. I don't know. I don't know who's calling. I'll call them tomorrow morning and pray to God that it makes all sense. Anyway, so two things, right? So I found out post my course, right? Like this was me looking at jobs after I finished thing, and I had people keep being like, I had people like in my family and stuff being like, look, you're qualified for marketing, and I'm like, how am I qualified for marketing? I didn't do marketing. I did communications. Now you might think it's kind of the same thing, and it is to a certain extent. Marketing is a lot more analytical than communications. Communications is like, hey, I can make a WordPress website and I can do like, you know, I can write stuff and like copywriting, and maybe I'll put something up on your social media account, okay? That's the stuff I learnt. Marketing, on the other hand, is actually getting all the data, putting it into spreadsheets, analyzing the data. Are you improving data as you go along? Like, it's a lot more data focused, and so it's really intimidating just for me to even apply for specifically marketing jobs, because I could sit there and be like, yes, I have a bachelor in communications, but is the person I'm going to be under going to be helpful and nurturing? I don't know. Like, in order to actually learn, like, don't get me wrong, I'm good at statistics. I know statistics, but it's also been 3 fucking years since I've had to do any. Like, anyway. I have dyed ginger hair, I play guitar, I have tattoos, and I break girls' hearts. I'll just be Ed Sheeran when I'm older. You can do that, Anakin. I believe in you, man. How good being a teacher is entirely depends on the staff, students, and the program that you have to teach. It's very true. That's why my media teacher was gold. My media teacher, he was just like good dad vibes. The kids, we were pretty good. We were pretty good. He was really chill himself. He was really, as I said, good dad vibes. He was really chill. He was the type of person who would look at our class. When I say class, it was a class of 5 people. But that's beside the point. He'd look at us and just be like, not today. I'll just send you guys off to Google something. And it was media. There was no curriculum for media at that point. So he was like, I'm going to teach you stuff. And he's the best. God bless him. I'd have to get a teacher's license, pass uni, pass the land test, which I've done. Land tide test, which I've already done. I'm top 25% in numeracy and literacy in Australia. It ain't no thing. Nice. I'm very anxious about working. Really? Yeah, someone who does marketing, there's quite the difference. That's a joke, right? I don't know. But yes, I'm very anxious about working. Why wouldn't I be? Oh my god. I'm like, do I want to bring myself to the verge of tears talking about this again? Listen, okay. It may not seem obvious. I don't know. I've talked a little bit about this before. I've been very depressed for like the last year, maybe. I mean, I've been a lot better recently, and it's been like slowly going upwards, but at least between basically like November of last year to March, like to the end of March, I was like, you know, a lot of crying for me at least. It hasn't been good. But it's also been like, I understand that it's a process, so it's all like, I still maintain a relatively healthy perspective around it. But I think that still doesn't really detract away from the fact that I went through all of my uni course and I equivocated to basically being nothing. And I know, like, I've had people basically be like, no, like, you put a lot of work into it and stuff like that. And it's like, did I? Because I'm very much someone who, like, I average like 70s, 60s. That's good. Don't get me wrong. It's decent. But it was easy. And it's not just about it being easy. It's also about, like, it's that understanding that there are children. There are 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds who have not been to uni at all. And they do a better job at least managing a Twitter page than I do, because my mentality around social media is very, very different. I have a mentality that, like, you know, my dad kind of ingrained in me, which, well, not in purposefully or anything, but like I have that kind of mentality of why does anyone want to know what I have to say? You know, like when I think I might have talked about this before, like ages ago, but when I stream, I like the idea of it's me, like there's hundreds of flags and I put my own little flag up, all right? And if people come into my stream, that's their choice, okay? If they follow, that is their choice. It is that kind of mentality of, you know, like 1 out of a million. And like, I guess Twitter would technically be the same thing, but my mentality around Twitter is I'm publicizing myself, and I don't have the confidence to publicize the things that I do because I don't believe that it's worth it. Or, you know, again, like I could shout and scream how much I love the new One Piece chapter, which is coming out tomorrow. But, you know, if there are other people who aren't into One Piece, then why does any of that matter? Like, who really cares? Like, you don't need to, I think it's that mentality of, I don't need to broadcast every single thought, every single thing that I do in my day-to-day life. And that's why I don't use Twitter very well, at least in terms of publicizing things. Anyway, it wasn't until I was on my last year of school that I realized how much other schools suffer because of how little their study programs actually let the students progress. I agree, like, school is a whole conversation we could have. I'm sorry to hear that. It's rough struggling with that sort of thing, but you can pull through it. You seem like a very smart, bright, and fun person, so you'll be fine. And you're right. I mean, everyone tells me that, so... And by everyone, I mean, you know, my family. And yeah, like, I've been feeling a lot better around it and stuff like that recently, but I think it's still a very... And I'm getting better at applying for jobs too, but it's equally difficult trying to portray to countries. It's difficult to portray to companies that you're a fun and optimistic person who wants to be here, and it's like, no, I want a job. I really just want a job that's within working hours. I don't want to work after hours because that's when I want to stream. I just want to work a 9-to-5 job. You know, like, and if that's for social marketing, social media, fantastic. If it's for doing copyright writing, that's fine by me. Like, the problem is that a lot of jobs that I've looked at usually are like after time, and it's like, why would I'm sorry, I don't want to work at the local McDonald's because I don't want to work weird and wacky times. I want a schedule because I need a schedule. I'm very much someone who likes a schedule, who likes to plan out my day and figure out how I'm going to work everything out. And I know I can't control everything, and that's fine, but I want to work 9 to 5. I want to work those specific hours. I want to be able to, you know, walk home still, or like get home somehow, make my sister food, you know, have a good conversation with her before I have a stream, and have my weekends off. Okay, I want that procedure, I want that structure. But having the chance of getting those sort of jobs is fucked. When chat supports you. I know chat supports me. God bless chat. You guys have gotten me through a lot. Like, I mean, like, well, not like outwardly, obviously, but like just very like, you know, like we sit, we chat. You know, like I think back in like back between like when November and stuff, there was a lot of moments where there was just chat, you know, like I'm like internally my brain's on the verge of tears, but chat's just like, hi guys, and I'm like, hi, I'm not on the verge of tears, I'm fine. So I will read what you're going to say, Anakin, in a bit. Hello, Effie, we're just talking about emotional things. Right? Sparkles. Wait, oh shit, I'm on the wrong screen again. I did it again. Shh. Wait. Yay. There you go. Okay. A very conscientious person. Nothing wrong with that. I'm the same. I get super anxious every time I have a shift. Yeah. I mean, when you put it like that, when you say it conscientious, doesn't that sound so much nicer? I'm gonna reword everything now to just be like, I'm a very conscientious person. Accentuation on the anxiousness. Trying to think if there's anything else I just wanted to say. Yeah, it's been a weird, it's like, and I think I'm really grateful that Adara has been like so supporting and stuff like that, because she's obviously paying for the majority of things right now, but because I still pay for some things, my bank account is basically going slowly but surely. It's just going down because I had savings and I've dipped into my savings, and I'm you know, it's one of those things where it's like I can't let it get to the point where Adara does pay for anything, because I don't think I could live with myself if I did that. not in a bad way, mind you, just in a sense of like just that internal guilt that develops because of you know, just, you know, not feeling like you're good enough, you're not doing enough around the house. Like I like to think that I do a good job at cleaning the house, but I probably should be doing so much more cleaning just to justify it. So anyway, Donkey Kong Super Mario 69 is always a vibe. What? Hugs. Thanks, Effie. God bless. Honestly, come to your streams just to vibe off your energy. You'll be de-stressed at the end of the day. And yeah, like that's what I like to do. Your sister seems very supporting and loving. I'm good at that. I think Adara and I like she's been through shit without going into too much detail. And I was with her throughout all of that. So it's kind of like, it's really consolidating that, you know, it's that sort of like, there's no downside to loving someone, I think. Like, I mean, obviously, unless like you're convinced to murder someone, that's bad. But my point is that like, if a person still respects your love, that love will return to you in some capacity. You know, like I can think of so many times where I you know, was just stubbornly like, I love you, Dar, and she'd be like, shut up, leave me alone, and like she did that to me so much. But because I was so stubborn in my love for her, it's like, I don't know, it's strength through time, I guess. Dramatic. Bit okayish. I hope things are slowly getting better for you, Effie. We appreciate you and we love you, okay? No doubt, alright? You charge forward towards an unknown dawn. Something dramatic like that. Why did I say something dramatic? The bond of sisters, yeah. We've been through a lot. But also because of that, we just have... we have friends, don't get me wrong, but like, Adara and I are very, very closed off to interacting with other people, because it's not like I have a job where I interact with people and have friends over, and Zara doesn't really do that either. We still have friends from school that we catch up with, but aside from that, not as much. Anyway, thanks, Anna. You're awesome. You're a wonderful bundle of joy. You make my day every single time. Really? I make your day? Thanks. I'm like, wow. Love you, Effie. Always here to say it. Yeah. I don't know, it's so weird because my brain's like, I spend time with my sister, or I look up at the sky. I love the sky. The sky is my favorite. If I went through all of the pictures on my phone of the sky, I love taking pictures of the sky. The sky just makes me happy. Make my day just by existing. You make my day just by you walking the chat and saying something like, I have a story. I'm like, God bless, it's Anakin. He's gonna have something fantastic to say. I say that and you go back and read your paragraph. Like take art for example, my forte. When I was a senior, we had a group of teachers who from all different schools come into our class to look at our work and compare our assessments to what they were teaching, and most, if not all of them, were blown away because while we were painting faces and animals and landscapes, they were forcing some poor kids to paint pans, pots, and basic geometric shapes. Shake my head. And that wasn't even because of all of us were really good at art, it's just because our art teacher pushed for a course that encouraged everyone to expand on their strengths rather than focus on a black and white guide. Ah, yes, okay. I know what you mean. I hate the education system. No, I think I'm a little, how would I put it? There has been many times, I think, where I've like made something, right? Whether it's like a drawing or made or an essay, especially in uni. Uni killed a lot of my passions. Because, you know, like I would have an art project and or maybe not art, but, you know, like something like related to the design. I would have to design something and, you know, that design would only get 70%. And it's like, all right, I thought I put a lot of effort into that and I thought it was a slam dunk, you know? But then you get like statistics back for it and you're like, all right, okay, cool. This greatly disappoints me. And then you just stop drawing. And then the same thing happens to your videos. You plan out an entire script, get really into the creative process of making the entire video, and it comes back and you get a like a 70%, and you're like sitting there like, what did I do wrong? And I think like after the first like 2 times, like they have, now this is really weird. I don't know if anyone else has been through this, but with like with university, my teachers in relation, my core teachers to my core subjects in uni, they recorded the audio of their reflections, of their reviews of your course, criticisms, whatever. They recorded the audio, and I think that makes it so much worse. I don't know if I could ever I never really probably talked about it with any of them, but I probably could have said like, please don't record this. It feels way too personal when you record the audio. But I just stopped listening to it. I didn't dare listen to any of the things, and I know that might stop me growing as a person, but I couldn't bear it, so a lot of crying. Uni sucks. It's weird because uni sucks less than school, right? Because you choose to be there, but on the other hand, I think there's so many things nowadays, especially with YouTube, right? You see people who are like amateurs who are like, I've never attended an art course. Here's my entire anime. Here's my entire manga that did really well or something. Or there's so many things. You don't need uni anymore. And I think, you know, like either uni needs to figure its shit out or it's, I don't know. It's hard to say. Uni is the worst for killing passion. I learned too much about how the world works and now I can't function properly. Behavioral science really teaches people how to scrutinize oneself. That's interesting because I love that sort of thing. I love cause I'm like, again, this is, I'm not diagnosed or anything, but I think like my parents would, like from my behavior, they're like, I'm very slightly autistic, like on the low end, but I think like learning psychology and just a little bit of like year 11, 12 psychology and stuff like that, like learning a little bit of behavioral science through different means really helps my brain like understand things a lot better. It's, you know, like I sometimes don't understand certain things, and then it's like, if I think about it in a certain way, like that education in those particular areas, like I think a lot of people out there that would benefit from learning basic psychology and basic behavioral sciences. So you do, I don't know what extent your behavioral sciences is, take note, but it is that mentality of like, I think the knowledge can help people better understand other people if they go through that educative process. No. For my first presentation at uni, I had to do a play in front of 30 other students. Why? Anyway, it was intended to break us because as teachers we need to be resilient to embarrassment. I hated every second of it. What the fuck? I don't think you stopped growing as a person. You made a choice, and I think that's growing instead of forcing yourself. I'm proud for you for choosing expand. But it's weird, right? Like, because, you know, like, I mean, like, everyone else was probably listening to their fucking audios and being like, I'm gonna fix it, you know, like, I'm gonna do better next time. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, no. After the first, like, 2-3 times, cried every time, I'm like, nope. I would look at the thing, I might look at the small comment before the audio was posted, and I was like, all right, not looking at anything else. I hated those lecturers. And one of those lecturers turned out to be a murderer. So, who's the real winner? I don't know if you have heard that. If you guys haven't heard that story, I will tell it again because holy fucking shit. Like, holy fucking shit. Anyway. But yeah, no, that's, like, I get what you mean, bro, but that seems really damaging. Like, why the fuck would anyone do that? Seriously, a murderer? Yeah. Not when I knew him, but later on. Instead, I guess I'm just scared of self-reflection. There's a lot in there and I'm not willing to deal with it because I already have enough going on in my life. Yeah, no, that's fair. Like, I think Adara's talked to me before about how her fear of self-reflection, but now she's like the type of person who's like, I'm gonna self-reflect on myself. That's what she was doing earlier. She's like writing like 2,000 word self-reflection of just trying to like analyze like her position and what she's done and stuff like that. She's grown a lot in the last like year and I'm so fucking proud of her. Anyway, the murderer story. So you need to understand, I'm gonna preface this. I didn't like my lecturers because they were too optimistic. What am I talking about? They were the type of people who were like, if you try hard and you write a blog post, who fucking reads blog posts? I tell you one thing, the blog posts are for one thing and one thing only, food, okay? There's no other reason to ever go on a blog post, all right? I am a very big believer in blog posts meaning absolutely jack shit nothing because I never read them and I don't think anyone who is like me who would ever read any of them unless it's for food, okay? Anyway, but there were very much people who were like, oh, just like build up a platform and like do things and everything, you know, like build up, you know, like they were just, and they were the type of people who were like, we'll start a podcast and we'll edit videos, and like there were very much like people who were just very excitable. And
I think I finished it.
You finished it? She finished the reflection, guys.
It's so much shorter than it was before, so.
Bert was just saying that that he struggles at self-reflection. I'm like, a year ago, Adara would have been terrified of writing a self-reflection, yes. And now look at you writing a 2,000 word essay.
Yeah, no.
3,000?
Self-reflections are a piece of shit when you're depressed. It's like the worst possible thing to do, because all you do is like talk yourself down the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh. But now I'm happy.
Yeah!
Anyway.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, Effie's proud of you.
Oh,
we're all proud of you.
Yeah. Any chance you can read it?
Now? Give me... Oh my god.
I can start the next game for you.
I'm not playing anything, I'm just chatting. Well, talk with it out. We're talking about serious things, but I was going to talk about how my... Oh, wait. Let me just finish the story. Okay. Alright, anyway. So my lecturers were too optimistic and I hated them for it because they made everything sound so fucking easy. Anyway.
One of them was a murderer.
And that's what we're going on about. So I found out, like, a couple of months ago that apparently one of my lecturers, now not my direct lecturer, I had one lecturer, this was the other one who was based in Melbourne. I found out that he ended up murdering his wife. I had a friend who was in my course send me a link and was like, have you heard this? And I'm like, no. And it was one of those things where like for weeks I was like, just felt inwardly like disgusted at the fact that I even knew him. Like this was someone I was in the same room as, which is fucking gross. Like, what the fuck? Why? And anyway. Here, talk about emotional things with Adara. She'll probably go into way too much detail and then I'll sit there and be like, alright. We need to bring up the mood now.
I'm happy to talk about self-reflection and crap.
Yeah,
my panda.
It's crazy. It is crazy.
Oh, my fat
Fuck
panda
that guy.
suit.
I agree. He does suck.
Yeah. I'll try not to. And anyways. What have you guys got to talk about? Hey, Cat in Space. Hey, Effie. Thanks. Yeah. No, it's my best friend at the moment. Because it's super cold in the house and our heater's a piece of crap. So I'm like wearing my pajamas and then wearing my onesie over it and then getting into bed. It's so much better than just wearing my pajamas because that's not enough at the moment. Yeah, panda. That's what I am. Is that a golf ball emoji? Sure. Ooh, what game can I start? I don't know. What the hell has she got in here? Not quite. Oh, I have to hydrate beforehand, do I? That's empty. Oop, that one's full. Okay, hydrated. Woo! And a head rush for some reason. I don't know what else is there in here. Hannah hasn't played Dream Daddy yet? Blasphemy. No, I didn't quite get to 2000 this time. I almost got to 2000. Okay, so let me start again. I was writing something as if it was a self-reflection, but I was writing it for an audience too. So I'm like, it's actually better if I go back and rewrite this a bit more like an essay or an argument. But I used what I had in my reflection to then form that argument. So my reflection was about 2,000 words, but it was like all over the place. And I'm like, this is great for me, but it's not getting my point across to the audience I want to give it to. So yeah, so I wrote the argument then, and that was about 1,300. Both are good, to be honest, so I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, I'm doing well. Got a lot of news today at work, so not keen to see what shit hits a fan tomorrow, but you know, things happen. Oh yeah, I like scribbling stuff down in a book. I think like when you like there's a difference between doing like a structured self-reflection and then just kind of letting the words come out and then you're like, oh, that's what I'm feeling, you know? Whether it's like poetry or some sort of writing or just stream of conscience or something. Yeah. Yeah, so the audience is for work. I'm essentially trying to present my experience of my professional development at work. So it's a bit of a self-reflection, but it's also a bit of a not an argument, but a discussion of professional development as a new person in the workforce. Yeah, essays are tough to write. Thanks, Effie. Thanks for the kittens and the little love hearts they have in their hand. Yeah, no, I get the whole emotional wreck thing and the stream of conscience. Yeah. No, it's really bizarre. So I really love writing stories. Well, I did in the past, that is. But what I realize is that when I write stories now, my creative brain gets like really, really dark. And I'm like, where the fuck does this come from? So I usually don't like to creatively write anymore because it freaks me out a little bit. So that's that. I like the little froggies. They look happy, but like sad. I don't know. Oh yeah, so I'm a quality and compliance officer in the disability sector, which is a bit of fun. It's like very black and white, so I'm like writing policies and procedures and stuff. Telling people what the kind of guidelines for their work and role is and everything. So I'm kind of like a reference point when people aren't quite sure if they're doing the right thing or not. They'll come to me and they're like, hey, can I do this? And I'll be either like, yay or nay. Or let's flesh it out a bit more and discuss. Whoa, so many. The frogs. You like the frogs, Effie, do you? Oh, there's plenty of compliance jobs out there. Yeah, so when I got my job, I didn't even know what it was. I just applied for it and said, this looks like something I could probably do. Let's give it a go. Yeah, so when I got into the role, I essentially asked my manager, like, okay, so what's the dates? Like, what is quality and compliance? And he said, it's not really a role people go for. Because it's very administration heavy, because you are working with like a lot of papers and stuff like that. But the fact that it is kind of black and white, I think really helps kind of consolidate any anxiety around it, I guess. The other thing we do is a lot of audits. But yeah, quality and compliance role is across all businesses, just about. Yeah, so if you find one of those roles, like, that'd be a good one to go for, because there's always a demand for quality and compliance, apparently. Yeah, I know, it's a good start. Yep, yeah, I did. Yeah, no, my first week was finding out what the hell compliance was and what the hell an audit was, but my manager was so great, you know, kind of understanding that I came straight out of uni, and also that people just don't know about the compliance role in general. So he was like, finally, an employee. I'm like, yeah, finally a job. So it just worked out. I do have a degree for my job, but I don't think it's really one you need a degree for. Like, you kind of just need high English skills, or just good writing skills, really. But it's the kind of thing that you can build up to an experience. So say if you're working in construction, there's obviously compliance elements in construction. So if they notice that you have a skill for like writing policies or making suggestions for policies and stuff, they might go, hey, maybe we want you over here. And so it is like an area you can build your skills up into, because if you have the experience in that area, it's really good for you to talk into that compliance space. I'm talking about my job.
All right, well, you guys will be here for the next 3 hours. No, actually, you know what? 6 hours, okay?
I love compliance so much.
I know you do.
How was it?
Really good. I really like it. It's very well articulated, at least I believe. Like, by being, like, informally formal. It's great.
Yeah.
I highlighted just a really wordy sentence.
Yeah.
You say something to the effect of, when I watch other people's communications, it helps me communicate better. And then, like, you say communicate, like, maybe, like
3 times in the one sentence.
Yeah, just you can look up synonyms. And then there's, like...
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Yeah, look up cinnamon. And then there's, like, another one I highlighted that was just a weird ending sentence. Like,
yeah, I think I know what you were talking about.
Yeah, you probably do.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll leave and come back to it, sort of thing.
Did you need a degree for it? She does have a degree.
I do, but you don't need a degree for the job. You kind of just need to have experience in that field to kind of then work into compliance.
I'm still fucked, so...
Yeah. It's one of those ladder climbing jobs you can get.
Keep chatting if you want. I'll just stop getting ready for bed.
Just change your pajamas behind me on stream. That'll be fine. No, I'm done. So, thank you for listening to my TED Talk. I am here evenings.
That says I would actually love to hear more about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to talk more about it at this stage.
I don't know what you said, but I don't know what you've talked about, so
I mean, I've kind of given the gist of it. Policies, procedures, audits are fun. Like, if you don't mind doing the data collection part, which is literally just going yes, no on a checklist.
Have you finished this or haven't you?
And then compiling that checklist, but then you get to like analyze the data for it as well.
Analyzing is a lot of fun.
You need a little bit of data analysis skills. Like year 12 maths, you're probably set. Possibly. I don't know, I think you could do it. But
you say things.
Yeah, but then you kind of the data tells like an interesting story. Because you kind of figure out where things are missing, and then you go and investigate why they're missing, or why they're non-compliant and stuff. And I'm trying to do this without going into my job too much.
Yeah, I got you.
And
gotta suss things out.
Yeah, but it's like you're investigating and you're fleshing out a story, and then you can even like create a report then to say 5 people struggle to eat chocolate. 4 people struggle to eat white chocolate, and then 70 people happily ate chocolate, you know. And so then you go in and
I
you're
really
like
want white chocolate now.
And you're like, okay, so why are 6 people struggling with eating chocolate? And maybe they're allergic to it, you know. And and then all of a sudden you find out that like a percentage of your base can't eat chocolate, and that might have been information that would have been helpful sooner. But you then take that and then put it into your policies and procedures. Or it's like a fact that you can kind of put in to fix processes and make everything perfect.
Can you, in a really dramatic voice, say Trashboat's last comment?
Trashboats.
Yeah. Really dramatically. You got this.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to look this way there. Thank you for your time. Catch you on the next episode of Da Says Things. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah.
But aside from that, I mean, like, again, like, it's good as an informal approach.
Yeah.
And I think, like, it has really good talking points that, you know, your boss can, like, kind of go on to, like, it's something for him to think over. It's not, you know, it's, I don't think it's, like, I like how at the bottom you have a little disclaimer. I didn't mean to be rude or offend anyone. It's like, I don't think you did that at all.
I don't think so, but I just...
Yeah, no, it's good. I abide by that. Yeah, you say things very articulately. I mean, some things are a little weird and wordy. Like, I had to read it aloud to be like, yeah, this is how I would say this. Yeah. I understand why you said it like that.
Yeah.
But again, like, if this is just going to your boss, it's just as a kind of like, this is a little reflection, aka just a little kind of analysis on what's my understanding of things.
But yeah, I was like, I'm planning to send it to my boss.
Yeah.
Like, if he thinks it's...
But I think even then, though, he might, like, it would almost be like the next step, I would think, would be him going back being like, I really like your thinking in this, can you write it out in a slightly more formal manner? And then...
Or he might just, like, grab my points, then just talk about
yeah, like, yeah, exactly. Like, I think... Yeah, like, I don't... Like, it's not like the last thing, where that was obviously very personal and a lot of trouble. It was messy, yes.
It was really messy. Yeah, no, thanks for getting my head in the right space.
I got you, girl.
Okay.
Have a good night's
Love
sleep.
you
Get
too.
to sleep, okay?
Yeah, what's
It's
the time?
11 o'clock.
Oh, that's alright.
I was shocked when you walked in. I was like, surely she's asleep by now. She walks through the door. Alright. Gonna make hot chocolate? Nice. Very nice. Important matter? You're important. It's alright. I'll tell him. I tell her every day. But yeah, no, Adara was very lucky with getting her job. I think it was really interesting. Like, hi Hannah, hi Effie. Kind of like talking a little bit about like what Adara's like, not what her job is, but just elements of her job. It's been really interesting because obviously she comes back from work and we sit and we like talk about her position or like her understanding of what's happening and my understanding from her interpretation and stuff like that. Also important and matter a lot. You're important and matter a lot, okay? It's really interesting because I think it's like one of those things, like realizing that Adara and I are very self-reflective people. We're very much people who like we go through a situation and then we like sit back down. We're like, okay, well, how did that go badly? Or why do I feel this way? Or that sort of thing. And I think it's been really weird because like we sit down, I can't remember what we talked about recently, but it was that kind of like realization of like, oh, like not everybody has skills, like not everyone has reflective attitudes. I think I was talking about somebody and I was like, they aren't, you know, like that person's not self-reflective like she and I am. Like the fact that we bounce ideas off each other, give kind of criticisms or be like, hey look, I don't think you thought the right thing there, or maybe what you're actually feeling is this and not this. Like that kind of sectioning of like mentality and like thinkings to better understand ourselves and stuff like that. I always forget it like is not a common thing. It's not like, I guess it's like one of those skills that not everybody has. So I was gonna go on to say like Adara was really lucky she got the job she did because like her boss was basically like, you have the mentality. You know, like, and I think that's the thing, right? Like certain people have the right mentality and you don't realize it because you think, why would I ever take this job? Like Adara, why would she take that particular type of job? She was, you know, it's not something that she before thought about having, but like now in retrospect, you know, it's like, I love this job. It's all like, this is all of like the thinking that I like. So it's pretty awesome, to be honest. It is. It's really cool. In the sense of like, I don't know, like I think it's one of those things where it's like the right job will accentuate your skills, you know, like you'll sit there and be like, I do this one thing really well. It also may do the opposite. It may accentuate your struggles as well. But I think that's where it's one of those things where it's like you can like step back and be like, okay, do I need to rely on this other person more? Like, you know, like, I know this is like a really random example, but like I used to work at, I used to do cleaning part-time at a pie shop. And it was like one of those things where I realized washing down something was really hurting my back. And I, you know, I said to the healthy younger guy, I was just like, yo, this has been really hurting my back. Can you clean it instead? And then, you know, like kind of like I tried doing it every so often, you know, off and on. It depended if he was around or not, but like eventually kind of shift our positions so that he ended up doing that chore. So, and while I did a job that was a little bit more standing, rather than awkwardly leaning over things and stuff like that. I think, yeah, it's that kind of save the day by committing multiple assaults. What the fuck? That is a sentence to walk into. I'm way too scared of making people mad, lol. That's fair. I mean, I'm scared of making people mad, but I think, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. like, you can be scared of making people mad, right? And I totally get that. But I think it's also about, so, okay, that's fair. Wait, people are good, which is something I still sometimes struggle to think around, right? I think a lot nowadays, it's really difficult. Like, it's sometimes difficult to remember that the majority of people have good intentions. It also depends where you live, how you've grown up, all that jazz. But I think, like, it's one of those things where, like, I'm very much somebody who's, like, you can see the goodness in people. Like good people emanate goodness, I think. And I think that that's important when it comes to considering getting a job or when you're in a particular type of position. Like, you know, like, I'm scared of, like, making people mad and stuff like that, but, like, if I'm in a job and the other person, like, the manager or something, is like, look, you did this wrong, I'd be sad, I'd cry a little bit, but I would self-reflect and I would move on, you know, you go, and then you move forward. Yeah, like, if you're around people that are going to be quote unquote madly mad at you, like they're intense and their madness is too intense for you, then that's not a situation that you should put yourself into, I think. Maybe other people who are very antagonistic natures would feed off that. Let them feed off each other, okay? If you're someone who soaks in emotions, empathy, you know, like, you don't want to put yourself in that surroundings. It's important to put yourself around good vibes and, you know, like, try and build up from there. It's really hard. I still struggle with that, and that most people have a good intentions a lot, probably because of personal experience, but oh well, something I gotta work on. That's okay. Like, even I struggle at that, right? Like, I think I'm sometimes very skeptical. I'm trying to, like, and this is weird for me to say aloud because I feel like I don't talk about it a whole heap. I am so trusting towards females, right? If I see a female, I'm like, they're a good person, they're lovely, I love them, they're beautiful. I'm very, like, loving of, like, just the female gender, I guess, quote unquote. And by that I mean, obviously, like, whoever wants to define themselves as female. Men it's just always a lot more difficult, which is weird because the majority of people who follow me on Twitch are probably men, and it's like, I sit and have a good conversation with you, but, like, physically, like, men are imposing figures. I think it's just that kind of, that internal, it's such a weird thing, again, to say, like, I just kind of, like, an internal reaction to men, because I'm just not close with a lot of people. Like, I'm very much someone who respects my own personal space. I'm also the first person to hug another person, probably, but I guess in my brain, like, it's very much like, I can hug a female, I could kiss a female, I could, like, on the cheek, and I could, like, cuddle up to them, and I could have a nap beside them, and it could be completely platonic. Meanwhile, a man, like, if he touches me, it's just like, we're not that close, thank you. Yeah. I live in a place where people are very outspoken about a lot of stuff, including a lot of hate towards LGBT, which just sucks. Yeah. You've briefly mentioned that before, and I, like, my brain's always like, what do you do in that situation, right? Like, and I think, again, like, you've got to believe good people attract good people. You know, whether you go to uni and there's an LGBT group that you can hang out with, or whether you go online and you find similar-minded people and stuff like that. So you have that reprieve, you have that freedom of speech, you have the like that sort of external communication with people. External, you know, like you have that kind of conversation going with people that you do trust, that will listen to you. But I think, like, again, like the physical environment, the emotionally physical environment of being around certain people and stuff like that is very taxing. And it's always like, it's very easy to be like, remove yourself from that situation. But it's not that easy. That's why I feel, I always feel bad, because I'm just like, I wish I could just be like, everything will be good, everything will be dandy. And I believe that. I'm a big believer in optimism and stuff like that, but I haven't lived your experience, and I don't know, yeah, I don't know your experiences, but I genuinely believe that everything will be okay in the end, always. So, if I can be here, and that's what matters to me, if I can just turn up and be like, hey, I love you, that's what matters, okay. Sorry you had to deal with such shitty people, it sucks. We love you, Effie, okay? Being online helped me so much with combating the view that people suck. Online friends are really accepting and supporting. And that's the good thing about the internet. One of the few good things about the internet. I have people threaten me with violence, tried to verbally intimidate me, and other stuff at times, so not much gets to me anymore. Which is kind of sad, because it's like, you shouldn't have to go through those sort of endeavors to become a more resilient person. And I don't think, like, I think it's easy to think of yourself as a resilient person sometimes, when in reality, I'm just saying this like a bit off the cuff, but I'm just saying, like, it's emotions are complicated, and like I think that there's a difference between being resilient and being just okay with yourself, you know? Jesus, what's wrong with you? I plan on moving abroad, so hopefully that'll help. It's gonna be a whole another hard thing. But yeah. Get to that position. I think that's the good thing, right? Like, you can push yourself. Like, well, like, if you can get to that position where you can escape that surroundings, work for it. Do everything you possibly can, because I think even if it's like, even if it means you have to move to another country and you know, like, you maybe have very little money and you're couch surfing or something like that, like, I think, yeah, you know, it'll be all worth it in the end, sort of thing. Especially if you do uni. Do uni overseas, you'll be fine. Do uni overseas, and then from there you can just be like, oh, I've got a job here, guess I'm staying here. I'm in a better place now. This job was 3 years ago now. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's disappointing that it's like so much of life is, I guess, like talking about the bad. But I think, you know, like, again, I'm a very optimistic person in the sense of that I think it's really important to see the good in the small things. That's why I like the sky. You know, it could be a bad day, but, you know, whether it's just a little bit of rain or seeing the blue sky or something like that, it's nice. It's chill. Netherlands, it's very tempting, to be honest. Y'all are nice. I plan on moving to a Nordic country since I have a relative living in one of them. That's a good idea. Ugh. But so. It sounds so weird, someone being like, I'm gonna move to a different country. I'm sorry, like, Australia is so isolated. We're like New Zealand or Indonesia. I mean, you could go further, but like, who wants to pay? Who wants to do that? I just mean in the sense of like neighboring countries. We're basically all ocean. New Zealand, some islands, and then Indonesia. Well, y'all have like 20 countries. It's great, yeah. Cat's like, come hither. Also, let me know if I'm talking too much about myself. I had a hard time recognizing that. That's okay, I think. I don't think it's about, how do I word this? Go with me here. it's about finding people that will listen. The right people will listen to what you're going to say no matter what. I actually accidentally did this to Peter the other week. Oh. No, this is just funny to me because, I mean, he really appreciated it, don't get me wrong. But in our conversations, I was in the middle of gaming, so I was distracted, and then I said something to the lines of, I said something to him to the lines of, don't worry dude, I will always be here to listen to what you have to say. And then I went straight back to gaming. And then it was like, the next comment was like, thank you, I really appreciate hearing that. My brain was like, oh. I said something really meaningful and didn't realize it because I was just playing games. Such an idiot. I feel like I should have treated that situation with a little bit more carefulness. I mean, not that I did anything wrong. I'm glad I made him happy, but it's still one of those things where I'm like, silly Hannah. Want to move. I have almost 5-month-year-old daughter, and some of the things happening in one country is pretty yikes. That's fair. I'd say Australia, because Australia is wholesome, to say the least. Well, I mean, it's more wholesome. It's better than other countries. America. I don't know about other countries, but at least we don't have to worry about our government the majority of the time, because they're both slightly in the middle, like one slightly this way and one slightly that way, and we sit there and we're like, I don't fucking care, go on in, mates. As long as it's not Pauline Hanson, because fuck her. Anyway, sorry. Everyone just move over here. Do you have enough space? Netherlands? Come on. Yeah, no, moving to a different country is really intimidating, or just moving at all. Like, I don't know how you'd move to a different country. I really don't, actually. How would you do that? Obviously you just, I mean, I guess instead of calling up a truck, you call up a truck to go to the plane? It's a really good question. Yeah. Everyone moves to the Netherlands, y'all can take over the world and spread the love. Hell yeah. Let's go. Netherlands for president of the America. My goodness. Me and my friends, we used to talk about taking over Tasmania, because we're like, oh, Tasmania is not technically, you know, attached to Australia. Like, we could like, if we got enough people, we could like go over there, take over it, and then declare it an independent nation, and then just make it the way we want. Which is ridiculous, by the way, because we know there'd probably be army forces that are like, stop this coup, and I'll be like, it's not a coup, it's a revolution, and then you just, you know, do something dramatic. Let's eat cake, something along those lines. However the Russians did it, bread, peace, and land. Bread, land, and peace. Bread. What order is it? Shh. I'm not looking in Discord. Yeah, it's good times. When we went to a vacation to Greece, we left the car at the like meetup point, and it sat there until we got back. So, I guess that's how you get to the airport when moving. When we went to a vacation in Greece, we left the car at the like meetup point, and it sat there until we got back. I guess that's how you'd get the airport when moving. I don't know, but it depends how far you want to move, since you can also just use a car if it's on the mainland. Or maybe I misunderstood something. I get what you mean. Like, if you drive, you can rent a car to drive to the airport, and it'll park there, and then you just have to make sure you return it back at some point. Well, no, I'm like talking about like if you had to move all of your belongings. If you had to move all of your belongings over, how does that work? Are there smaller carrier planes? Or do you end up having to pay a shit ton on a particular type of flame plight because all of your shit's in the bottom carrier section or something. I don't know. No, dude. It's still interesting to know. But it's like, sounds too complicated. I can ship them by sea. Oh, right. Oceans does make more sense than planes. Alright, yeah, alright. I was only thinking planes. No, I think that's the one thing I've been lucky. Like, I've moved 3 times. Wait. Technically 4, if we count moving to this current place. And we're lucky that it was at least in driving distance. And my dad's very tenacious, so he's the type of person who's like, I'm gonna fit everything in the car. And he fits it all in. Obviously not everything. He would still have like a carrier car. Like, the point is that, you know, like, there was the truck, which had most of the big things, but Dad would figure out how to fit everything in like all of the smaller compartments and stuff, and it's like, God bless Dad. He's good. I should really go visit the parents. I keep thinking about it. Adar and I were every so often, I'm like, we need to go visit the dog, or we need a hair appointment, and it's cheaper if we go here, or just random things like that. And I'm like, damn it, I haven't done it yet. I guess it depends on how much stuff you'd go with. Like, if entire furnitures, I have no clue, but but luggage could probs fit on the plane. I don't know. Well, luggage would be fine, but like, how much luggage do you have? And also think about how expensive that would be. Because planes can only carry so much weight. At least with like a wait, it's the same thing with ships? Because they float. Theoretically. Ships, you can just fucking smash as much as you like on that. Like, I'm pretty sure when we went on a cruise to New Zealand, we didn't have a carry weight. It was basically like, you have your room, carry as much as you like. Until you find a job that is willing to help you with relocation costs and logistics. That's good to know. I didn't know jobs do that, but it does make sense. My brain is getting like weirdly distracted by just thinking random things, and it's like, shh, I'm not on Chrome right now. Shh, I'm not distracted. I've been talking with my every so often. I talk to my sister, and I'm like, dude, I'm still thinking about Hogwarts Legacy in the background of my brain, and she's like, what? How? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm sitting having this perfectly normal conversation with you. Meanwhile, my brain keeps thinking of random exciting elements that are gonna come about because of Hogwarts Legacy, and how good the potential it is to just be a really good like sandbox, like fun, well, maybe not sandbox, but like structured sandbox type game. It could be like the next Persona 5, where you have like a day-by-day basis and you have to choose what to do on certain days and stuff like that. I need to stop thinking about it. It's not coming out till December, maybe. Just waiting. I'm just waiting for the start of next year. One Piece. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so excited for One Piece. Okay. Breathe. Okay. Like, between Breath of the Wild, One Piece stuff, and other games that are supposed to be coming out, Starfield, whatever the fuck that's coming out now, it's gonna be so fucking good. Sorry, my brain always detracts back to video games. It's just constant video games. Just goes, just think about all the excited things I'm excited about. It'll be fun. Top 10 new survival games of 2022. All G. No, sorry, it's fun. It is. So much fun. It's so weird to think that once all of those games come out at the start of next year, it's gonna be like, what's the next lot of games do I have to look forward to? Sometimes there's such weird lulls. My brain always just goes to a lot of random stuff as well. Hell yeah. It's weird because, what was I just saying? Like, it's weird when there's lulls. You know, like at the moment, do I have like, okay, there's Cult of the Lamb coming out, but I don't know how much I'm gonna play that on stream. I know I'm at least probably gonna play it once or twice on stream, but I don't know how much of a storyline there is. Like, if there's a good storyline throughout it, then I'll play it. Otherwise, I don't know. But aside from that, it's 2 Point Campus. Again, not really a game I think that's very streamy. Also, I'm not very good at those sort of games. And then there's Coral Island in October. Like, there's just nothing at the moment. And it's like, what do I do? And that's why we're playing random games like The Wolf Among Us. And that's why we'll be hopefully finishing... we're gonna finally finish Phoenix Wright. I think I'll start playing Phoenix Wright again next week. Because that'll be about 2 weeks of my time, maybe? It depends how long it is. And I'll just completely grate my entire voice down by doing different voices. My brain randomly remembered how I was called Mommy on a stream before coming back to here. Someone came in and did that the other day. Who was that? I can't remember. Someone came in and was like, Mommy? And I'm like, no. Fuck off. I don't know you. If I at least know you, I can be like, alright then. You know, like, Ara. I see you, Ara. I don't think Ara's even in chat right now, but still. Ara says stuff. Wait, what? Someone came in a stream and was like, Daddy? And I'm like, no. And they're like, Mommy? And I'm like, no, fuck off. Well, I didn't say fuck off. I think I said, no fucking way. It was weird. But the person moved on. No harm done. But yeah, it was just one of those things where your brain's like, what? But yeah, don't tell Ara I said this. But if Ara came in and he made a joke about, like, saying Mommy instead, I'd sit there and be like, you're just trying to get a reaction out of me, aren't you, Ara? And he'd be like, just grinning, like, I always know how to poke her buttons. Comfy with people jokingly call me Mommy, but if strangers do it, oh, yeah, see, exactly. I think it's really funny, like, so on the weekends, right, I don't stream, I play with Jade and Kirsty and Con. And, you know, we've been friends for years. Jade and Kirsty I've known for a really long time. Or 8 years, almost 9 years, I think. Well, Con I've known for the last, what are we up to? Since 2018? God, that's 4 years. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, like, we'll always, you know, it's like one of those things, like, because we know each other and because it's not being streamed as well, we'll sometimes say particular jokes, and it's just like, thank goodness all of us are pretty chill with each other. Because again, like, it's that sort of environment where it's like, I can make this joke that sounds slightly racist, and it won't get any more criticism than just like, whoa, and then just like a little bit of a laugh, and then we just never talk about it ever again. It's great. Also meant it as a parent kind of way, not like mommy way. So basically I become a mom of Jam. That's good. It's good. No, I definitely get that. It's nice to be like the mom of the group. I sometimes like to think of myself as the mom of the group, but I think like when it was like at school. But let's face it, my sister also considered herself the mom of the group, and I think a lot of people probably considered themselves the mom or dad of the group. So people work in weird and mysterious ways. But yeah, no, it's good being like parental figure, I reckon. I enjoy doing it. I think of myself as kind of a mom to you guys. Not, I mean, maybe not literally, but like I could be like a cool gangster mom where I'm like, yo kids, do you want to talk about video games? I like how I said that in the same way as, yo kids, do you want drugs? In this case, do you want video games? Because I have video games. And now I'm going to play more video games. Not right now, but I'm actually surprised I've managed to talk for like a whole hour and a half beyond the end of The Wolf Among Us. Should I have changed the description to just chatting? Probably, but I didn't think it was going to go this long. You're the cool mom, Hannah. Thanks. I hope so. I can't wait to be a mom, okay? I'm just... Not that I'm anywhere close to being I don't have a guy. I'm nowhere near the process of getting married or anything like that, but... So cute. I love children. I just want to surround myself with cute things. Okay? And then cute includes children. But I have to wait. I gotta go through the process. It takes time. Oh, how do you do, fellow kids? Want some, you know, games? Absolutely. Kids are a lot of work. I do not doubt that. But, I mean, you know, like, with the right person beside you, it's supporting. It's good. it's an experience. It's life-changing. It's actually really interesting. I had a cousin who up until this point, I thought she was more of like a strong working woman, you know, like I didn't think she was like I knew she probably wanted a relationship, but I didn't know how much like the intricacies of, you know, having kids or anything like that is. But then recently she came up to us and was like, I actually really like, you know, she has this current job and she has good experience from the job and stuff. And she's like, I really want to just reconnect back with like family and, you know, actually like kind of try and think about settling down, because she's like in slightly, you know, she's older than me. And she's like at that point where it's like, if I do want to start making a family, I have to make that decision now almost. I really need to call her. I haven't called her yet. And I'm like, every weekend, I'm like, I need to call this person. I miss them. I want to chat and just see how they're going. And I'm just bad with phone calls. It's like, what if I call you at a bad time? And they're like, I'll call back later. But then by the time they call back, it's bad time. Like, it's so complicated. I know all I need to do is send them a text being like, hey, you up for a chat? And I'd be fine. But I'm just, phone calls, bros. You know, we're all introverts here. Why else are we on the internet? Maybe this weekend. I know Aaron and I were talking about going and getting our hair done somewhere. Generally ghost your family, that's what I do. Generally not intentionally though. I think that's the good thing about my family, is that it's like we all, like some people are good at like chatting with each other, but it's like we all mutually ghost each other, but that doesn't matter, okay? I think that's the best thing about my family. Already anxious about a text message. Same. The really good thing about my family, I wish I could like sit and like talk about my family so much, because and not that this doesn't happen with my mom's side of the family, I just have less chances to do this with my mom's side of the family. Anyway, but my dad's side of the family, we are all such a vibe. We're the type of people where we can just like meet up and we just chill, we chat, we relate with one another. And then I'm thinking of like Christmas, right? And then we all just like sit down after Christmas dinner, and like some of us will nap on the couch, or some of us will just sit and chat, like, or have a hot chocolate or a tea. Like, we're just a vibe, and it's fantastic. And I can't wait for the day like I have like a husband or like a boyfriend, and I get to awkwardly drag them along and be like, it's gonna be fantastic. I have the most wholesome family ever, and just be like, here is my other boy. We're gonna wholesomeness. Just make him feel extremely awkward is the point. I want to see him suffer through the awkwardness, but then be like, wow, your family's just really peaceful and nice. And it's like, yeah, they are. I love them. Literally wholesome. Yeah, unintentional ghosting. That's what we do. I think it's one of those things though, like me and my sister, like this is the first time we've been really close to a lot of our cousins. And so it's like, I could right now like call a cousin and be like, hey dude, do you want to catch up tomorrow? And they'll be like, maybe not tomorrow, but the day after. And I'll be like, sure. And like there's the freedom to do that. I could probably walk, that'd be a really long way, but you know, I could walk to one of their places. Probably take me like 6 hours, but I could do it. My back would be fucked. Aw, yee. Everybody deserves a wholesome family. Okay. I think I've been talking too much, which is weird. I just forget that it's weird talking. Anna. It's weird talking, full stop. What a weird fucking sentence to say. There's difference between games that it's like, hey, all of this is said for you, and I'm like, thank God, but also I don't get to say my funny jokes. And then Phoenix Wright and basically being all talking, continuous talking, an exceptional amount of talking, and I like walk away from the day basically being like, I'm gonna get a cold the next day, aren't I? And then I don't, and I'm like, fantastic. Enjoy talking with y'all. Enjoy talking with y'all too. I feel like I had to say that with slightly American It's all good. Talk with y'all. Was that good? It's probably horrendous. I say that I do need to wrap up soon. I also need to pee because I drank too much water. And you know, it's one of those things where it's like when I'm close to finishing stream, it makes more sense to end stream and then go to the toilet, then go to the toilet and then end stream. Ah yes, the intricacies of streaming. Do I pee or now or later? Have hard decisions to make. It was an accent. That's all that matters. It's good enough. It's good enough. It got me to press some buttons on my keyboard. What is her knowledge? What wisdom has she imparted upon us? America Fran told me y'all, and I just started to say that. Always say that now. I think in Australia, we're very open to like media from a lot of different countries because we have no culture. I say that. We have culture. The Aboriginals have culture. Anyone like me, I mean, I like Vegemite. That's what matters. And I like kangaroos. That's it. She took a screenshot. Oh my god. What did she screenshot? Dude. Wait, cat. I have to talk about this for a second. So at the end of yesterday's stream, I went into sorry, it's just funny to me. I went into like cute animals chat, right, to look at your videos, but you know, they didn't pop up as like videos. Like you had to download them. So I downloaded them to watch them, but they were the wrong video file. It was so funny. Anyway, so I'm like, alright then, time to put them into any video converter, and just like converted them, and then I could watch them. So now I have them into perpetuity. Ah. My stream stopped. Wait. What happened? Why did everything blink for a second? Shh, don't worry. Also, there's a light burning. I have no clue for what. Fire? You have Auntie Donna, so that's something. Who? Now the stream is just loading for me. Oh, it's back. Yep, nope, I had just had that too. I don't know what happened. Maybe that? What's going on? It's operating fine. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, looks like the internet jolted for a really quick second. Alright, thanks internet. It's trying its best. 6 degrees. I've been slowly learning more about my computer through Jaden. I'm slowly trying to learn how to understand the intricacies of the computer. The temptation to just go into IT like my father. It was a scroll lock that she pressed, apparently. Good job. Good job, Mia. We appreciate you. Alright, let's see the screenshot. just like posted it and being like, this is what the almighty Mia wished to screenshot. It is not fun. I tried it for a few years. Doing technician stuff. Want to see it? Absolutely. It's Mia's screenshot. It's very important, okay? Oh, IT, not it, Brian. IT's not fun. I tried it for a few years. That's fair. Like, some people, it doesn't work very well. But, I don't know, my dad's a school technician, so it's a little more interesting. It's a little more fun. It's a little more, you know, like, again, like, you're not doing IT for a big business or anything. It's more like, look at this tiny child. Tiny child broke their computer. Oh no. Better file a broken report and then get a new one. Cute. I'm waiting for this picture. And then I'm going to end stream, okay? The pressure's on, cat. If you never send this picture, I can't end stream. I'm kidding. My bladder does not exist that long. My bladder does not exist that long. the other word. Whatever, not exist. Hold itself in. Every so often I think about Fallout and my brain's like, ugh, Fallout, am I right? I don't like Fallout. I suck at it. Give me Skyrim any day. Played a shit ton of Skyrim. You know, once I finish Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright, that game will be almost in my... Actually, it could probably enter my top 10. It could almost enter my top 10 most played games on Steam, which is funny. Because, I don't know, like, I always think of myself as like, man, I'm such a gamer, I play so many games. And don't get me wrong, like, there's a Switch, there's an Xbox that we don't really touch. The Xbox is only for Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. Shh. And then what else was there? And then the PlayStation, stuff like that. But then like you look at my these other games and it's like my top 10, like the last like 2 on my top 10 are only just over 100. That's not accounting for all the games I have like 30 to 40 to 60 hours in as well, so need to play more games. Gamu Gamu. Yes. Mirror is very important. It takes a screenshot of the entire screen. God damn it, why'd that have to be an expression where I look stupid? I'm kidding. I don't look stupid, I look like I'm talking. Me is very important screenshot, thank you. Thank you. It's very cute. It's perfect. Got a screenshot of everything. How, real question, how do you only have one tab up? You have one tab. One tab? How? What is it like to live with only one tab open? You wanna hear about how many tabs I have open in my current Chrome file? Wait, I need to open it. Oh wait, it's already open. Oop. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and then I have a massive, so that's 21 alone, and then I have a massive file for job applications, and that is another, another 20 tabs. 22 tabs, that's another 22 tabs, so in total, in my Chrome right now, I have about 44 tabs open. We love it. Life goes on. Pardon. Thank you, Mia. We appreciate you. Anyway, new job applications. I hate looking for jobs. Pain and suffering, my friends. Pain and suffering. At least hopefully I'll be able to get Centrelink at some point and they'll be like, good job. You applied for enough jobs in order to be given money by the government. And I'll be like, fantastic. You know, if it ever goes through, they'll email me eventually. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up stream. So I need to go to the toilet. And I've been talking for almost an hour. Posted in Discord. Already talked about it. It's great. It's a very good picture. You probably did like close the tab so you could send things and stuff, but I said, what did I say? I said, God damn, why did it have to be a picture where I looked stupid? And I'm like, nah, I'm obviously just talking. And I'm like, thank you, Mia. We appreciate you and your very important screenshot. And also I asked you, what is it like to live with only one tab open? And then proceeded to talk about how I have 44 tabs open in Chrome. Oh yeah, I had to go out for the dog real quick. All good. Hi, my internet broke for a minute, but I'm here now. That's fair. I'm gonna be wrapping up soon, but laters. Yeah, I'll see you around. Okay. I should probably try and wrap up stream. Yes, my stream reposted that I've gone live despite I'm about to end stream. Fantastic. Anyway, going back a little bit, really enjoyed The Wolf Among Us. That was really cool. It was a really interactive experience. I'm wondering if there is different endings and stuff like that. I would love to kind of yeah, I'm wondering at how does the situation unfold differently. I'd love to sit down and figure out what those differences are, but I'd probably do that on my own time, despite the fact I don't really have my own time, quote unquote. Yeah, I'd have to find the time to just be able to sit down and do that at some point, but aside from that, it's a fantastic game. I look forward to when the second game comes out. I feel I'm hoping because it's The Wolf Among Us 2, you know, and it's a newer game, it'll be a bigger story, or it be like Phoenix Wright, where it's you know, there's different chapters or different stories and stuff like that. Because it's just a really good basis to build off. Not to mention, as I said, I really like the world that it has created. It's a really cool world. And there's always the possibility of letting it grow further and let it be developed into different storylines and into different murder mysteries and stuff. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what The Wolf Among Us 2 comes out with. Something else to look forward to for next year. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you'll have an excellent day today and tomorrow. Hope you guys have a guten tootin' day. Yeah, thanks for chatting with me. Thanks for relaxing. Thank you for listening to me and all my randomness. I say randomness, but you know what I mean. The diversified conversation. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for this wonderful stream. I loved every minute of it. Thanks, Effie. Thanks for the stream. Y'all are important, matter a lot, and so do you, alright? Chat, y'all matter. You are important and matter a lot, okay? It's important. Be around. Absolutely. Have a good night's sleep, everybody. Take care. I'll see you around, okay? Bye. Just do this. Wait, no. It didn't play! I feel betrayed. How does the button betray me? Wait, where's my confetti? Alright, wait. Yay. There we go. Goddamn. I forgot I was on the other thing. Shh. Perfect conversations sounds like something you'd put on a job application. Diversified conversation. You're right. I need to fucking write it down. I might write it down. Alright, good night, guys. Bye-bye. Ooh, I gotta choose a song. What do we choose? You know, we kind of vibed, so let's choose this song. Alright. Good night, guys.
What else should I be? Please don't take all